Hello, world. Welcome to the Ractus stream. I am the lovely and talented Norman Rafferty, and I will be the MC or Master of Ceremonies today for a game that is currently in Kickstarter as we write this on the 20th of October in Common Era 2021. So we're going to show off a beta version of this game. It is currently in Kickstarter to go ahead and get the wrinkles smoothed out. But so far, I'm pretty much impressed. And if you know me, and I know I do, I'm not the easiest person to impress. So I went out and assembled an elite team of playtesters today. And let's go ahead and start with introductions. And I think this guy with the unpronounceable symbols is the first. So introduce yourself.
Gonna be introducing myself or my character or both.
Yes. Tell us who you are and what your tell us your name and what you're playing today.
I'm Theta. I co-run this channel here with my friend Griff on the side, pointing to it. Ooh, the camera even lines up. There we go. And excuse me because I'm one for dramatics. I have written a little thing out for my character. I was born by the special will of heaven to reclaim the golden age of cuisine. I am a man for whom all dangers, grand adventures, and brave deeds are expressly reserved. I am Don Krolik Demiopa, Hugh Sculler, and I will live forever.
Yes.
We gotta follow that up?
I look forward to it.
Griffin, why don't you follow that up?
All right. Hey, everybody. I'm Griffin. Today, I'm not playing anyone big or important. I'm just playing a cool-looking dirge carbolic. He's got guns.
He's got a gun. It's a bird.
Look out.
Is that a bird? He's got a gun! One of my favorite jokes. All right. Well, and also, been away for a while, but back. Justin, tell us about your character.
Sake. I got Ken Tong here. I'm just a Tembo, real big. I like my dire mouse. He keeps growing.
Are you playing a wrangler?
Absolutely.
Yes. So you're a giant elephant, and you brought your attack mouse.
Absolutely. And I'm real big.
Which kind of
I got pockets.
I know, and you got Oh yeah, you got pockets. Did you go with the haversack outfit or whatever?
So I chose the adventurer's outfit.
Yep.
And I also have an adventurer's outfit for my dire mouse.
Oh, okay.
He's got saddlebags. There
we go. And also, well, I think as I mentioned in one of the playtest versions, they added the haversack outfit, which gives no armor but has 9 pockets.
You know what? If I find it, I'll take it.
Well, if you want to switch to that, you can go ahead and switch to that. So no armor,
Done.
9 pockets.
Done.
Oh my gosh, I get armor?
15 pockets, baby.
Yep. No, I like it.
Hell yeah.
It's hilarious. And let's see, going around counterclockwise, somewhere in Chroma Key Land is Arkloyd.
Hello, I'm Arkloyd. I am going to be playing Alice Crawford today, the Maestro Aristocrat. I also chose the Garnish of Nobility, so we might be having competing large heads here.
Okay, we'll explain what these are in a bit. I think Theta forgot to mention they had a garnish.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I didn't know it was part of. I didn't go into any mechanical aspects of my character other than saying I was a Hugh Sculler.
Yeah, but we'll readdress these. But let's go ahead. I want to hear about Lesson's character. So Lesson, tell us what you're going to play today.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I'm Chidyu. I am a mixologist. And according to my very wealthy family, I'm also a bomb thrower, which is a thing because I'm a mixologist. So I guess I throw things and they go boom. So I guess that's accurate. I don't know. I just do the thing. I'm in the back and I just go whee and things go boom. I hope. And by boom, I hope there's not people in my group because that would be bad for them. So yes.
And which species did you say you were?
I'm a little lizard. I am a coat.
Yeah, there you go.
Playing one of the kobold type things. Yes.
Lizard
So welcome
buddy.
to the wonderful and strange fantasy world of guts and glory. As you can see, we've got some exotic characters here. So the premise behind this game is you all live in the world of Salmagundi, which is a world that is filled with bizarre monsters. However, unlike many fantasy campaigns where, so are we motivated to fight a great evil? Perhaps we have to go ahead and strive against adversity? No, it turns out all these monsters are delicious.
That's a better reason than most to go hunt them.
Right. And so your goal, of course, is as brave brigadiers, your goal, you formed your own kitchen brigade, and your goal is to go out and capture monsters for fun and profit, mostly profit.
Well, we hope
If this
profit.
you want to go ahead and harvest choice ingredients against your own kitchen nightmares here, and go ahead and build your fortune. If this sounds a lot like maybe a game like Monster Hunter, which I think only I have experience with, have any of you played Monster Hunter?
Have not.
I've
Wow.
seen
Wow.
it.
Monster Hunter
Okay.
World. Got a little bored though.
Right, and I can discuss some of the theory a little bit later. So I'm one of the consultants on the project, so transparency there. And this is the beta test version. It's currently in Kickstarter to finish it, so we might hit a couple rough edges. But this is a powered by the apocalypse game, so it's designed to be pretty easy for people to get into. If you've seen tabletop role-playing games before, I mean, just pretty simple. We're going to roll a lot of 6-sided dice. Most of the rolls in the game will involve 2 dice, and if you roll a 10 or better, everything is great, and you get what you want. If you roll a 7 to 9, it's a little iffy. When we start, our heroes go ahead and form their own brigade. As you can see, they've got a mix of different skills here. Everyone has gone ahead and picked a kin, which, some of people are humans, some of them are kobolds, the Hue, the Co. We have a Tembo elephant. What were you, Griffin? You're a dirge? Griffin.
I think
Maybe
he's
Griffin?
frozen.
Yeah.
Oh no!
The sands of time have claimed this one.
And did we lose Arcloid?
Yeah.
I'm playing a Maestra Mater.
Oh,
Maestra.
yeah, Mestra.
What's a rats?
A Mestra Mater. You're playing the mouse people. So as you can see,
Yes.
there's lots of cool cartoony. There's some nice pictures in the stream. They're a little tiny, but they're still cute. So it's designed to be a little more on the cutesy fantasy side. And let's see. So today, Theta is going to be our tank because you're the Sculler.
Yep.
Our major DPSer is, I think, before. Hopefully, Griffin's going to come back. I wonder if Griffin even knows they're gone. Oh no! Now your camera's getting messed up.
Oh no.
Welcome to the learning process, everyone. So Griffin is a Carbonari, is armed with a gun that shoots a mix of candy and carbonated soda at deadly velocity. One of my favorites. Tembo is not Tembo. What's the name of your character again?
Okay.
I'm sorry?
Okay.
Decay. Is a wrangler. So you brought a pet mouse who's going to be doing most of your duty.
I'm also a little tanky too, because being
you're
enormous,
also-
I reduce damage.
Oh, good. So you are tanky. So you'll tank, and then the pet will aggress. That works for us.
100%.
And who's the Mestramator?
That would be me.
Oh, that's yeah. So Arcloid is going to play support, and Lessons is playing a mixologist who is also a DPS in class. As you can make intoxicating beverages that also explode. So I think you're kind of seeing there's a weird food theme going on.
A little bit.
Okay, so your first let's see. There's no easy way for me to dump pictures in here. That's the thing that always confuses me about this.
You can't just drag and drop it.
No, you they have to be in the right form. So I apologize. Now, so basically, the simple way the game is made is everyone picked a kin, and then they went ahead and picked a playbook and combined them. Some of you chose to have what are called garnishes, which are you've gone ahead and made a tweak to your character. For example, Arkloid has chosen to be a noble. So Arkloid has I think you have extra privileges, but on the
Also,
other hand,
extra responsibilities.
with extra responsibilities. And somebody here can't resist open-ended dice. Who likes open-ended dice?
That's me. Love my chaotic.
Yes, you're chaotic, where all of your sixes explode.
And all my ones give me -4.
Is it -4 or -5?
-4.
Okay.
On
Yeah, I think negative
my book, it's
Yeah.
-4. I don't know if your updated book has different.
Well, we'll leave it at -4 for right now. It might change. Once again, everybody, we're
It depends on how the math works.
yeah, and you guys are also a little
Well, I mean, technically, it comes out to be a -3 because it's 1 minus 4, which turns into a -3.
It comes out to be
Okay.
really bad. Swingy,
Yeah.
even.
oh yeah, and also I was looking to see if I had some nicer pictures to show off, and I don't
Aw.
because it's not in the document yet for the Kickstarter. Once again, you can go ahead and back this on Kickstarter. There's the link that's up there. And if you back this, they've gotten a lot more art assets since then and some really nice stuff. But I mean, I don't need to tell you guys about how everything is a little kitchen nightmare out there.
Just a little bit.
Okay, so since this should actually work, I'm watching a text bar right now. Ah!
While you are figuring that out,
Yeah.
my garnish is being enormous.
Oh, okay, so
I've-
you're huge.
Yeah, I have difficulty. I take a -1 if I'm attacking, but I reduce damage by 1. I'm also not good with like vehicles, doorways, rickety bridges. But the top shelf, I got you covered.
Hey, there you go.
There we go. Right. So these are little things in the game that tweak the characters a little bit. They're optional rules. You don't have to opt into them if you don't want to, but they're catnip to some people here.
Well, I'm wealthy.
And you've just got a lot of money. Why you're bothering the brigade, I guess, is for the glory, right?
Yeah, I mean, I have a long tradition of bump throwers. Yeah.
Yep. So
Also,
you go ahead.
I also
So-
finance a lot of lawyers as well. Yeah, gotta keep
So-
those in the that you need.
So you're off to go ahead and prove and try to get your brigade rated at 5 stars, the highest possible rating, by going ahead and taking on different monsters. So I'm going to go ahead and upload some of the artwork here. This is the outskirts of Fondo, one of the older cities in the campaign setting. As you can see, it's very nice and colorful. I think Crispin did this artwork for this one, so thanks for doing that. Is this what I was thinking of? I might have the wrong one. I apologize, guys. I thought we were more professional than this.
I'm just realizing this small alligator picture someone drew.
The monster we're going to fight.
Yeah.
So your goal today is you need to hunt down the monster. People hear rumors that there are going to be great quarries that are nearby. And so you've gone to the exotic Fondo, which is, of course, an ancient city with half ruins, but is, of course, surrounded by, you can see the jungle hills in the background. And every now and then people say, yeah, we heard about a giant rampaging monster. And you might ask some of the locals, well, okay, what do you know about it? And they would say, we know next to nothing as we're staying inside the city that's protected by militia and high walls because we're not stupid. We're not going to go out there and get eaten by some giant monster that's out there. We just know there is one, so we've decided to stay here and wait for crazy brigadiers to come by.
Did they mention me? I'm crazy.
Yeah. To learn to learn some new information, and of course, you folks want to be great hunters, but you haven't even gotten your first star yet. So you're not even a proper brigade. You're just a bunch of crazed adventurers armed with explosives, and apparently at least one carnivorous mouth.
It's all right. Kentong, he has a good heart. He just gets hungry, and
So
he
your
bites
goal is
stuff.
to find the monster before it moves onward, and there's all different kinds of monsters that it could be. Most of the people here only know that it's some kind of monster. And then wander off and catch it either before it wanders off or before someone else finds it. So I'll be keeping track of a clock here, and also a lot like Monster Hunter, the monster doesn't want to be eaten. It has some knowledge that it's delicious, and so if you guys come by and start shooting it, it might attempt to flee. So some of your goals are to find it and track it to its lair and get some more information. So first, we usually have a gathering information stage, then a provisioning stage, followed by a hunting stage. You're not going to have a lot of provisioning because you're a new party. You don't have a lot of money or resources. After you defeat monsters, you'll get resources that you can use for more things. You may have noticed there were some recipes in the book.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that is going to be fleshed out a little bit more because I have got a whole bunch of loose notes here that need to be turned into something humans can, or failing that gamer. So, as I said, Fondo, as you can see from the picture, which has been uploaded, it's a city that's got a lot of history to it. There's mostly people live in ancient buildings, mixing of different cultures. It's not as fancy as, say, Culnerative, which is the founding college of all culinary studies. But also, it's not like a big hellhole ruin like Kodalar or something like that. So
Real quick, you might want to make sure it's on the map layer or token layer. It's probably on the
should
GM
be
layer.
on the map layer,
I
but every
was-
time I click on it, it gives me a note that says unable to read data from server.
Ooh.
Oh, you're just this.
I was gonna say I don't see any picture, but y'all weren't saying anything, so I'm like, well, maybe it's just me. I'll just keep my mouth shut.
That's why I was cursing a lot, because it was like I was getting a whole host of error messages, and I thought, well, the error messages have stopped, therefore everything must be fine now. It has been 0 days. Rafferty complained about roll.
We're sorry.
No worries, guys. I'm gonna try again. It's just drag and drop, right?
Yep, drag and drop.
Now we see
Hey,
it.
there it is.
Holy crap! It worked the second time. Second time's the charm.
Wow.
I see it.
And this time I
It's
don't get error.
beautiful.
Yeah, this is some of the artwork that the Kickstarter is paying for. So as you can see, it's got some really nice stuff.
Nice.
I think it's a nice book.
Absolutely.
It has
Yeah,
that Zootopia type. Zootopia and
Yeah,
and
they have
also what's a dinosaur movie? Books that were made into a
Dinotopia.
TV show. Dinotopia, yeah.
Yeah, I
All
really
the
like
Topias.
All the Utopias, yeah.
It's a unique book with a nice color scheme. As you can see, it also has a sense of humor because some of you are armed with Griffin, what weapon are you packing?
2 pop guns.
2 pop gun.
Yep. They just pop.
Well, they're
It's gonna be
loaded
great.
with they're loaded with the carbonari. They're loaded with the mixture of sugar and carbonation that fires deadly force.
And when necessary, it's a snack, you know?
Yeah, it's supposed to cure dyspepsia. I don't.
I
None
thought
of
it
you
was
none of you picked the fire eater class, so all right. So all of you basically, now that you're all eager to get your first star to become actually bonded in the Great Order Brigadiers, you need to find some more information, but that's all you know. Is you heard there was a rumor here, and the 5 of you met each other.
Mhm.
And decided that, well, I guess we're a brigade because we're all going to hunt this monster together. So the first part of this is how would you go about finding details of a monster that is rampaging the countryside? All of you have unique kin types, which means all of you have at least one unique kin move and one unique class move. And the kin usually have the more social skills. Did any of you pick any of the knacks or any of those abilities of gathering information that's not combat?
No, I chose mammoth.
That's
Okay.
crafty.
Which just made you huge.
Yeah, so you can make
yeah.
stuff. You're good for the other part of the journey. What about you, Ark?
I'm good for being big. I'm mammoth and enormous.
I'm good at running away.
Okay.
I picked mind +1 Saputo
So
to
you
You're
you-
actually smart.
the heart disadvantage I gave myself.
Okay, so there's 8 attributes in the game and they're in pairs. So it sounds to me like Arcalor is playing the smartest among you.
Well,
Dare
actually,
I-
I'm playing pretty dumb. The +1 mind brought me up to -1. I just didn't want to have a -2.
Oh, excuse me. I have a mind +2.
Then you're
Mine
the
a
smartest
+2?
one
As
here.
do I. I
But-
am also a
But
smart.
who has the biggest heart?
And who has heart?
+2.
My heart's -2.
Okay.
I've got a 0 in everything.
And you have
As
0 for
usual.
everything. I'm almost afraid to ask. Theta, what did you pick as your Hugh kin type ability? Was it poaching ability for another class?
Yep, cross-class training. I took the rallying strike. I'm inspiring in combat. I'm a sight to behold. I'm a true master of the field.
I don't know why I asked. So okay. So some of you can go out and try to gather rumors. Some of you could go try to do research at the I don't know why I paused there. There might actually be information at the Culinary Institute about what the monster is. So one of you could go try and use your mind there, or you could try gossiping among the local populace, which of course would be using your heart.
Well,
No
I
one
do
here I
love
think has any
gossiping.
research or gossiping bonuses. So
I am down to go research because I do have +2 mind.
okay, well let's go ahead and introduce folks to the
Oh.
first mechanic of the game. The die
And
roll.
I fit inside the door.
And that's it.
They make you use the back end.
The loading bay.
Yeah, because you're even larger than typical elephants, right?
Oh, I'm double larger than typical elephants.
Yes, you're just incredibly huge.
I'm like,
You have
I'm like 9
have, like,
foot tall.
tiny mouse in your little hand or whatever.
Yep.
Well, it can't be that tiny because you put saddle there.
Yeah.
It's a dire mouse, so I'm gonna say it's the size of like a teenager.
Right. Well, it's a savage creature, so it's the size of like a large attack dog.
Yeah.
And then you've got all this luggage and baggage on your whatever.
Yep.
Okay. So yes. So you decide to go and do research and they give you access. So go ahead and roll 2 6-sided dice for us and add your mind.
Yeah.
And see if you can go over the reports that people say. First, you have to go through the reports. Well, I saw the biggest giant monster in the world eat my buddy Clem.
I got a 6.
Okay.
Wait a minute.
So-
I have a question.
Yeah.
Can one assist?
You can. There, you can go ahead and make the same roll he did, and if you can give me a 7 or better, I'll give him +1.
Okay.
I believe that is the assist rule that's in the book. Once again, this is beta. Some of the stuff I'm saying today might change because they
I have an 11.
Okay, I'm on the wrong line. No, I'm
Alright.
correct.
I got
You
a
pushed him
7.
up to 7. Yeah.
Oh,
Because he's
right.
looking at all the books, right? And I go like, I think you missed this part. Right here.
Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and introduce another important rule of the game, which is, crud. Do I right-click on? Or right-click on this? My bad. Okay, there we go. All right. I'm going to go ahead and name this token. How do I name a token?
Double click on it.
Double click on it. There'll be a section for the name. You click C name, the checkbox underneath that. And then you want to go to the small little button with dots on it. And you want to click yes, everyone can see the name of it.
Small little button with dots on it.
Yeah, that would be north of the name.
Oh, okay. There we go. All right. So
There
I
we go.
put a little
See it,
wheel
the
on the
hunt.
picture here that says the hunt.
Yeah.
Okay. Every time you guys, well, not every time, most of the time when you guys screw up or do things, that of course burns up valuable time. So you've got a 7 on doing research. As you look at some of the records, there will be a tiny Q administrator who will adjust his thick glasses and say that, well, there are enormous reports. I could try and sift through all of them with you, but it would take time. I'm going to offer you a bargain. Do you want me to advance the clock of the monster's escape and I'll give you some information about the monster? Or do you leave because this is a big waste of your time? And I'll not do anything.
How much are we advancing this clock by?
1 tick.
Oh, advance it, baby.
Okay. Let's see. So I right click, multi-sided, and advance it by 1. Okay. So, all right. So you do some research. Now let's move really quickly to the gossiping people. Who is your lead on that and is rolling heart? Is that your noble?
I believe so.
Okay. Why don't you go ahead and roll 2 dice and add +2 from your heart as
Okay.
you reach out and say something pleasant to people.
Hello, yes, we're looking for the rampaging monster so we can take it off your hands for you. Well,
Oh, I don't even need to assist him.
And you scored a 13,
Baby.
a stupendous success. Okay, so you will come across Lalu, who is one of the ant people known as the Klaku, who is happy to tell you, this monster is terrible, he says, clicking excitedly. It's run rampaging through my entire vineyard and has destroyed my prize crops. I don't think we'll ever recover from any of this. But I'll never forget how the monster appeared. It was tall as an enormous tembo, perhaps even taller than that, and covered in fur, thick, disgusting fur, and its bones were on the inside of its body.
yes, or
It came out of nowhere with no noise at all and was chasing something else at the time. I don't know. It made the most horrible roaring noise that thrilled all of us with fear and then trampled all of our grapes. And not in the good way. In a really bad way. By the way, would you like some wine? Trampled by a giant monster.
well,
Oh wait, you don't have any money. Never mind.
no money. So yeah, so
Just
this
nobility. Okay, but it definitely had 4 legs and big giant teeth, but also it had a frightening presence. I don't think it was alone. Um, the taxonomy of the monster, I will tell you, it sounds a lot like there is a generic category of furry quadrupeds called the rafangs. And so this just tells you that it is probably a warm-blooded monster that has a lot of rage powers, and it bleeds, so it can be killed. They're very prized for their prime cut meat. And evidently, this would definitely be worthy of yourself. So, meanwhile, over at the library, they find similar details where about the same creature, where they find out that yes, it is indeed a Rafang, and people were described as it has a frightening countenance, that it roars at people and causes a lot of fear effect. So, and also Rafangs usually don't travel alone. There's usually one very large animal followed by some lesser ones. But I'd like you to make some notes. Can you guys make some notes for me?
Already making notes.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and give you a +1 bonus on bits of information. This is called forward bonuses. That if you have to make a roll that involves these bits of information, you could say, hey, we learned this earlier. I want to take +1. So the bits of information that you've learned, of course, are that it isn't alone. So that's worth a +1 on a future roll if you want to use that to your advantage.
Mhm.
And that it has a fear effect, that it does something to frighten people.
Got it.
Those are +1 bonuses that you can claim them on a future roll.
After getting that information,
Yep.
thank you so much for your help. And I will make sure to hug him really tight.
Yes, thank you.
I do have fat +2, so he
Yep.
gets right in there.
You are the largest elephant that could possibly be. There's no creature left to be seen during this.
Yes,
Yep.
let's hug.
So after you put the pancake back down,
You can hear you in the background going like,
Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and reward everybody for accomplishing the first part of getting some information. Each one of you gets 1 glory point.
"Ah."
Okay, you add 0, you now have 1.
hooray!
Glory adds to all of your offensive attack rolls, because you notice it says roll 2 dice and add glory, so you get +1. And you can burn a glory point to get +3 back to a roll if you really need to. You get glory points by accomplishing the main quest, which is what we're doing right now, and by accomplishing side quests. I believe you also start with, was it 3 guts points? Is that what you start with?
That's correct. Default 3.
Yes. Guts are your defensive points. When you have to make defensive rolls in the game, you will be making guts to do that, and you can spend guts points, I believe, also to take bonuses back to rolls.
The one that I noticed most was that you could spend a gut point to when a meter blows up and set it back to 0 with no negative effect.
Right. In other words, when a meter blows, a lot of things that are bad in the game are going to be meters, which are going to build up over time. And when those pop, something bad happens to you. You can spend a guts point to negate a debuff when it happens. And you also use guts points to resist debuffs, so that's a big deal. So, armed with some of this information that you know the creature's off somewhere in this guy's... I guess the third thing I should tell you is Lula's vineyard. That the beast was last spotted in Lula's vineyard, where it trashed a bunch of stuff, including some grapes. So that's another +1. So if you want to go track the creature, you could start there. Armed with this information, you gird yourselves with weapons. I believe all of you have already picked your weapons of choice. Is that correct?
That's
We
right.
get weapons of choice. I just have the standard points.
Yeah,
Yep, each class has one that they get.
yeah.
Well-
I have Kantong.
Okay. There are like a bunch of weird upgrades to the weapons, but we don't have any of those yet because you guys haven't earned any choice ingredients or money yet.
Yeah.
Yep.
I
And
just have my fists. In my
all
fat.
of you get to eat. Huzzah!
Wow.
Did anybody take any of the gifts that gives you more than 1 stomach space?
Not today.
Not specifically mentioned. However, Enormous does mention eating.
What does it say about eating?
Advantage on, for example, taking part in an eating contest, like a eating
Okay.
contest.
Yeah,
Th-
but you
there's
don't
a
specifically
specific-
have another stomach.
Have any of you ever played The World Ends With You?
No.
No. Okay. Never mind. So everyone has 1 stomach space that can hold 1 meal, unless you, like Poe and some of the other species in the game, can have extra stomach space. So everyone can go ahead and eat a meal, but the only meal you can currently afford is gruel.
Ah, no.
But I am wealthy.
You could attempt to leverage your wealth to get a better meal.
I'm going to do that.
What skills do you have useful in convincing and finding good food?
Well, let me see. I think.
Well, I would suggest that the best attribute for finding good food would be to roll your thin attribute, because don't trust a fat chef.
Well, I am thin. Let me see how thin I am.
Why don't you roll 2 dice and add your thin?
You
Yes.
said that, and you said that backwards. It is
My
don't trust
slim.
a thin chef.
Never trust a thin chef? No.
Yep.
It's not because I hate food, it's because I love it. Well, anyway, roll 2 dice and add your thin. Is that your roll? Is that 11?
11, yeah.
Okay. you will manage to find a good restaurant where you will manage to eat a good meal. All right, so I need now here's where I'm going to give you a choice because you rolled 11, which is a good choice. You can either get a good meal for yourself, or I advance the clock by 1 tick and you get a gourmet meal for everyone.
He's gonna share. He's gonna go. He's gonna show that how rich he is, of course. Because what's the point of just having money? Nobody can see it. So
You're so nice.
enjoy.
Weren't we doing something? Let's see it.
I'm sitting
eating.
outside of the restaurant eating.
We're
So,
eating.
What is the
I point to the lights because
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead. Now, normally, a gruel meal in the game is you digest it and you get to take +1 forward. +1 back on a roll. So basically, it would be just a standing buff you would have that because I ate a good meal today, I can get through 1 roll just fine. But since you're going to have a gourmet meal, I'm going to go ahead and raise that to +2.
Nice.
+2 back on 1 roll. 1 use. And all of you eat a nice hearty meal. There are recipes in the book for all kinds of exotic meals that, of course, give you all sorts of like cosmic buffs and stuff like that. And I mentioned The World Ends With You because it had a mechanic like that, which I think, once again, none of you have seen, have you? They just had a re-release for the Switch.
Nice.
Time to get it, everybody.
But that's
right.
neither here nor there. So
Still a
all of
great
you eat a
bonus.
wonderful meal. So remember, write down that you've got that. All of you only, you have. There's bag space in the game, which most of you have, I think, 3 points of bag space.
I have 6.
Adventures Outfits came with 6, I believe, unless you
Yeah, some
nerfed
of you
that.
came with 6 and are
21.
Pack mule.
yeah, 21. Okay.
Also, interesting note. My name and my pet's name are different translations of the word pocket.
I like it. I like the way
You know what you like.
Yeah.
Okay. So now that you're well fortified and have your weapons, I believe you're going to go ahead and set off into the wilderness.
That'll be the case.
Okay. And hold on, my roll 20 is being a little weird.
That's okay.
Are there any questions you have before you set off into the wilderness, or is everyone like just raring to go?
I think we're raring to go.
Absolutely. I gotta take my my mess for a walk.
Now, is anyone here does anyone here have a rover bonus? That was one of the bonuses you could have taken in the rule.
Nope.
No?
Nope.
Okay.
We're all terrible.
So none of you. Okay, so you wander off into the wilderness, where you are eventually, as you are heading out to the vineyard, which isn't that hard to find. There's a road. You will meet a hysterical tiny bunny person of some indeterminate nature, who says, "Oh, thank goodness! I found you. Please, you must help me. My victory garden is at a loss. It's overrun with those stupid vines from those stupid vineyard people. They must have wandered off of their place and are attacking my garden."
Gasp. I think this is exactly what we need, though.
Yes.
We'll help you. Your victory garden shouldn't fail.
Worry not, young damsel. A knight of Myopia would never back down from helping a woman in need.
Wonder if I could put those vines in a pocket after we cut them.
Yes, well, I wasn't expecting such enthusiasm. You realize, of course, that I'm off the beaten path, and the mere act of coming to help me is going to advance the timer.
We don't fret about such things.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and advance the timer, and you agree to help poor Chibo here and their victory garden, which is being overrun.
Yep, that's right.
Okay, so you'll wander off to their garden, and they lead you on the circuitous path past their cute little bungalow. And of course, what did you see but what vaguely looked like giant piranha plants plants. Except of course they have not only do they have these large plant-like heads that have teeth on them, but they're of course covered in dripping, oozing, vinegary grapes that are just dripping. And when they fall and hit the ground, they pop and hiss with a horrible acid noise.
Oh.
It looks like a bunch of it looks rather like a bunch of bush tier monsters. There's 4 of them. They could bush tier means they could probably take maybe 10 hit points of damage each, and there's 4 of them. But of course, if you were to slay them, you would be able to reap that juicy grape juice.
Well, if it's acidic, that could be great for a dressing of some sort.
You do have a lot of pockets to carry it all, and I can't
do.
help but notice we're out here to get rich.
All right, so you decide to engage them. Is that correct?
I'd like
Correct.
to.
You know what? Let's start with a date, then go from there. But yeah.
All right, let's go ahead and now we have pretty much abstract range, but we need everyone to drag a token onto the board here.
We don't have character sheets, so we have to give you the token to put on the paper.
Crap.
Just give me something.
I don't know.
Theta, you have GM control, right?
Yep, I just went back to GM status.
Yep, just go ahead and throw us some character sheets real quick.
Yeah, start throwing stuff on there. You have the cute little pictures. I thought you had tokens.
All right, hold on. Character sheet.
That requires
We have
some prep work.
tokens, we just have to put them on there.
All right, here's
Do I put them on?
Griffin. Save.
There's only one character sheet in the list.
I know, I'm adding them. Give me a
Yeah,
second.
they're going as they go.
Arcloid.
Where am I?
Do I have to then give you rights to them or something?
No, I'm doing that too.
Yeah,
I'm
they-
here to
Yay!
help.
You're the best.
Here's lessons.
Where's my angry bird? Here he is.
Here's Justin. And then one for me.
So the normal defaults in here are close range or close and at range.
Right.
So if you want to be close to the monsters, I want you to go ahead and move right up to them. You can be at range if your weapon usually says if it strikes at close or if it strikes at range.
I couldn't find that. What page?
Oh.
77.
What are you armed with?
I'm looking for quotes.
Whites, I believe, are range. Let me go ahead and look that up.
They are ranged. Okay.
I am range.
My bracelet
Yeah,
pistols
you have,
are ranged, but I'll be moving in and out a lot.
Yeah, my book says quoits are ranged and are a command style weapon. They attack one target at range.
Now, because it says ranged, I'm going to be throwing my mouse at people.
Right. Well,
Perfect.
basically, in game terms, you unleash it. We don't call it throwing. We call it unleashing.
Nah, throwing is appropriate in this case.
Ah!
It's how I trained it.
I suppose I can't argue with that line. Yeah. All right. So you have at the monsters. Have at you. Who wants to engage first?
I am the knight. I'm Sculler. I will engage first.
All right. You moving to close range?
Yes.
This you, Sabro here?
Nope.
No.
Don Krolek Demiopo.
All right.
So
There we
go
go.
ahead and move them up against everyone else.
When you get closer, you'll notice that one of the plant monsters is slightly larger than the rest, but in order to get to it, you have to get through these other 3 lesser plant monsters first. So I believe you will
Right.
throw yourself into the plant monsters.
Indeed.
Okay. I assume because you're going first, you're going to attack.
I will.
You have an attack move that rolls 2 dice plus, I believe, your current glory total.
Yes. So whatever I hit when I hit this button, +1.
Okay.
Oh, that's doubles too, but has no effect because nobody has a meter to reduce. So I just miss.
Okay.
No, 7 should be a weak
Oh,
hit of
plus
some kind,
1.
right?
Sorry, yes, plus 1. 7. I miss.
There you go.
I still miss.
I missed.
Oh.
But now I
all
take
right.
plus 3 forwards to all reprisals until my next turn.
The monster attacks back at you by attempting to bite you. It attempts to bite, and thus you could try to dodge, which would mean rolling your small attribute as it tries to lash out at you. So roll 2 dice and add your small.
Is this considered a reprisal?
This is a reprisal.
Alright, so I have a plus 3 to this.
Yep, there you go.
All
So
right.
I've rolled a 23.
You-
Oh, no, wait, sorry, that's minus 8. I have rolled a 15.
Don't
the
forget
monster
plus 3.
flails around with its vines.
That is with the plus 3.
Yeah, flails around with its vines in a vague and undefined. So welcome to the first round, where nothing has been accomplished yet. Who else would like to try and attempt an engagement?
Oh, I'm gonna try to throw something at them. How
All
about
right,
you?
You're ranged.
Yeah.
All right. These creatures do not have a ranged attack, so go ahead and have at them. You have an attack move that rolls 2 dice plus your glory.
Oh, that's 2d6 plus 1. Just the 1. Huzzah!
Okay, you can pick any result but for 9 or less. Which result would you like to use?
I guess it's Let me see. You score a weak hit with a single target.
Okay, so you pick one, and what's the weak damage for your weapon? Every weapon has listed a weak, a strong, and a grand.
Yes, just a moment. Weak is 3.
Why do they give me an edit that doesn't do anything? It drives me freaking nuts. I'm sorry, how much was it?
3.
3? Okay. You strike at one of the creatures, throwing one of your cocktails at it. Boom. It is weakened. Who
Wonderful.
else would like to do something?
I would
No.
like to try my attack move, command.
All right, have at them.
All right. 2d6 plus 1. That's a miss. I don't have any special effects on a miss.
Unfortunate.
No. And which one is you? Are you Seru?
I am the maestro.
Oh,
The
Crawford.
matron.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay, Crawford, you attempt to move to a flanking position and throw, but I can choose one bad thing to happen to you, and so you become exposed. So you run a little far away from everybody, like, no, don't run over there, you're exposed line. Nothing bad happens to you at first. And let's see. All right, so we haven't done Griffin yet, have we?
That's right. I can go. And I think I'm going to go ahead and use my phosphate meter. Which means I roll to see if it blows up after choosing how much I build it up first. And I'm going to choose to build it up by 3 for suppressing fire.
So you get your gun out and shake.
Let's see if it blows up. So let's go ahead and roll that first. I believe I need to roll underneath the meter for it to blow up.
Yeah, you roll. If you roll under the meter, it blows. It's always better to roll higher.
There we go. It did not blow up. It is at 3 and I rolled 9. So
You're fine for right now.
And the thing that I chose to do was suppressing fire. I fire at a group of targets. They all suffer a weak hit. I believe
All right.
this entire front row is a group.
Yes. How
Would that
much
be
is your
correct?
weak damage?
3.
Okay. That's going to kill this first one. And basically, you shake the weapon up and then go spoosh. And it comes out and hits all of them. And I think, were you our last character, or am I missing somebody?
We have one more.
We do.
I don't think I've done, I haven't done Tembo yet. Pockets yet.
So, Sake will stomp the ground twice to signal Kantong that they're doing an overhead release.
So who are you attacking? The bigger one or
the
the
bigger
smaller
one?
All right.
and I
You're-
grab him like he's luggage and just chuck him into the air.
It's time for the Samsung test. Or Samsung.
And yeah, I get to roll plus glory, so that would be +1. Come on. That's a 7.
Okay. What does that let you pick on your list?
I only have one option for a 7. It is a weak hit for 1 point of damage. Until the next turn, all your friends take +1 forward to reprisals and retribution.
Well, you just took you throw the monster and it nips at the larger one, which hisses annoyingly and spits something at you. I need you to go ahead and make a thin roll, 2 dice plus thin.
Oh, that's. Are you sure it's thin?
I'm positive it's thin. It's almost as if I picked the one that's dodged by thin because I hate it.
That's fine. I got a 7. However, if I do reduce damage by 1.
Okay.
Oh, actually, hold on. I think I would have missed.
Are you
I
included
take a
in
negative
your
1 on attacks.
Are you included in your +1 to reprisals?
Negative 1 is on the attack roll when you threw the critter at me. This is a defense roll.
No,
This is
so
it.
that's what I mean. I wouldn't have hit.
Does a gourmet meal help?
Oh,
I think it
okay.
helps.
Well then, okay. So you wouldn't have hit, and I'd still get a reprisal roll against you
Yeah.
for even thinking attack.
100%.
So, kind of a bummer.
It's all good.
But hold on. I'll apologize, everybody. I lost my place really quick here. We're gonna edit this to make this a little easier to use. Okay, there we go. So it still spits at you. You get a sticky, gooey glob on you. It would do 3 points of damage, but you negate 1 of that. So take write down you have damage 2. And I'll tell you what that means in a second. And you have a meter, a sticky 5.
I have a
Okay.
question.
Yes.
Doesn't the gourmet meal also help on defense and reprisals?
If he chooses to use it.
Because
If
he
you
only
choose to
has
digest
one
it.
use of it.
If you digest
Oh.
it, I'll give you +2 to 1 roll.
I am not going to digest it yet.
Okay, so first, you are hit by the sticky effect, which is a meter of 5. You are covered in a sticky kind of goo. This is resisted by large. So if you can roll 2 dice and add your large and roll above 5, you are not sticky.
I got a 14.
Excellent. You still have the sticky meter, so if I hit you again, it will go up. But you've taken basically 5 points of sticky. Now you also take 2 points of damage. For this, I need you to roll 2 dice and add your guts, which I think you automatically pass because it's only a whopping 2 points of damage, right?
Yeah, my guts is 3.
Yeah, you pass. So don't even bother rolling. So you took 2 points of damage, but 5 points of sticky.
Okay, cool.
Okay, and that I believe is all of our heroes as you attack the monsters. Wah! Throw all this stuff at them.
Right. Hero's done.
Okay, the big boss monster hates all of you. Okay, and it goes ahead and spits again. 1 glob, and that glob is going to attack Alice because Alice, you are exposed. I need you to roll 2 dice. And let's see, and this was
Quick
thin.
quick question before Alice
Yeah.
rolls. Hold on a second. I have a thing called Prime Target.
Yes.
If you're not the target of a retribution, is this a retribution?
This is this is retribution.
I may swap places with whoever is.
Would you like to swap places?
That's my job. I'm a knight.
All right. Suddenly, Alice, you are now at close range, and Don is exposed. Don, go ahead and roll 2 dice plus thin.
Eight.
Let's see, 8. Okay, you'll take a whopping 3 points of 3 points of damage. So right down, you have damage 3, which I think you automatically pass.
Right.
But you also take sticky 5.
Actually,
resisted
no, I
by-
don't automatically pass I'm chaotic.
Oh,
I
go ahead
can
and
roll
roll.
double ones.
Go ahead and roll.
And I did roll double
Oh.
ones.
Oh.
Amazing! You knock yourself out instantly.
You have two choices: knock yourself out,
I will blow a guts.
or burn a guts point. All
Yeah.
right, now you're also sticky for 5 points. I need you, and that's resisted by Lark.
All right. I'm also now immobile. What's the?
You are now immobilized. You are now permanently exposed, and sadly, your ability to take hits for other people does not work while you are immobile because you are now sticky.
All right.
So, no! You shove them out of the way and then glue. A big, sticky, fragrant ball of sticky
Worry
jam.
not, Alice. I shall save you.
Is it
But, what
jam or
caused-
more of a jelly?
Okay, then the raptor, the Trigina raptors attack. The one smaller vine monster is now closest to Alice. So Alice, the monster is going to go ahead and bite at you. You can evade this by rolling 2 dice plus finesse.
Finesse?
By the way, this is a retribution. So if you have any stacked retribution bonuses, they would apply right now. And this
Those
is
are
on
the
This is on Alice, which I believe is Griffin's character or
Arcs.
Heart. No, it's sorry, it's Arcloids. My bad. Okay. You rolled a 6. Wow. Yeah, you are bitten. You will take a whopping 3 points of damage. So write down you have damage 3. Did you have damage before?
No.
Okay. And I think 2 dice plus guts, you can't fail this, so you're fine.
You said damage 4?
Damage 3, I typed it in the window. Okay, and I let's see, and I need you to make another roll of. You're the only one who's close currently. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
Looks like.
Okay. I need you to make another roll of 2 dice plus finesse. Okay, that's only weak damage, so you take another 2 points of damage. You're now up to 5 points of damage. Once again, I don't think you can fail this because 2 dice plus 3, you can't fail it. But you have 5 points of damage as the lesser creature is falling all over you. That was my big creature, and the small. That was our retaliation. Play passes back to the players. It is now your turn to attack.
I would like to actually go first because I'm not going to
Okay.
attack.
And you can either attack or rally. So you have a rally
Yep.
move or an attack move. So what do
I'm
you want to
going
do?
to rally.
All right. What are you doing? Well, actually, you don't even have to tell me. You can roll 2 dice and add your rally bonus, which I believe is your current glory total. Is that right?
Guts.
Guts. So roll 2 dice and add your guts, and then pick a result.
Oh.
5.
Ouch.
What do you get for 5?
I can
Is there nothing
rebuff
listed?
somebody. No, I have some stuff listed.
All right.
I can't even do what I wanted to do.
I know. Unless you want to burn that meal and raise that to 7.
I will.
All right. So
I
you
will.
digest
It's
your
worth it.
meal, and you have a 7. What do you want to do for a 7?
So I would like to rebuff my immobilized companion.
Okay. Remove the sticky. I assume you do this by ordering your mouse to remove the sticky.
No. I walk up and I hug him.
I'll get you out of this. Ugh.
I keep the sticky. I just remove the immobilized, right?
No, rebuffing zeroes out the meter. Sorry, once a meter blows, it's zeroed out.
Oh, okay. I thought immobilized and sticky were 2 different things. Got it.
Sorry, I apologize. Well, the sticky meter, once it built up, you became stuck. I said immobilized, but you became stuck. But your damage meter got zeroed out because that blew, and your sticky meter got zeroed out because that blew. So erase both those meters.
Oh, it blew out even though I used. That's right. Never mind. So, sorry. I'm just a little bit behind.
When you spend the
when I spent the
point,
guts, it blew out. I forgot about that fact.
Right. So congrats. So you're no longer stuck. When a damage meter blows, your character is incapacitated. When other weirdo meters blow, weirdo things happen.
And
All
then
right, so
just looking
congratulations.
back, I just like get the sticky goo off of my big old stomach.
Yeah, well, it's still stuck to you, but you don't care because you're a normal.
Yeah.
Okay,
This feels
so
weird.
good news. Free.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw another grenade.
All right, pick a target.
Attacking Alice. So with this one.
All right, bring it. I'm not afraid of you.
That's a 7.
So that's what is that?
Weak hit. A
Or
weak
how
hit. It's actually 5 because I have demolitions.
I'm killed.
Yeah. Like, here you go.
Boom. All right, that was easy. We still have our sculler and I think our carbonator.
I haven't gone yet. I
Oh,
did that retribution roll, and that was it.
all right. Well, someone say something. Hey, say you do it, and then you do it. Welcome to PBTA.
All right, I'm going to do a rally roll, my recovery move, plus guts.
All right, roll it. You roll, and then you pick from a listing. For those of you playing along at home, they have playbooks that list if you roll this number, you can choose from this list of results. Well, you've got a 15. You basically have your pick of almost anything.
Yes. Let's see. I'm assuming that Krolik still has
I'm fine.
some meters and effects on them.
Nope.
He's fine.
I got
Don
him
is
covered.
100% restored.
All right, then I'm going to reduce my damage meter by 3.
Okay, you are successful. You brush yourself off. Give yourself a pep talk. All right, who else would like to do something?
By the way, I forgot to add the +2 last time. I forgot that I had demolition, so I probably would have one-shot that creature before, but yeah.
Okay, well, they're super dead.
All right. Well, there's one still left, and I know I heard it last time. I'm going to shoot it and clear it up.
The small one or the big one?
The small one.
All right, go ahead and shoot at it.
Bang. 8. Hey, that's good enough for a weak hit if I move up close, and I will. I am now in close with it, but I've done 3 damage.
But I'm dead.
Yes.
So you run up and just pop it in the face.
Exactly.
Okay. All that is left is the giant monster.
Oh, I still haven't gone.
All right, all that's left is the sculler.
Can I close and attack?
Yes.
All right, I will close with the big guy and do my fortified attack move.
It looms over you and waves its tentacles in a menacing manner.
For 9, which is a miss. But take 3 forward to all reprisals until your next turn.
Okay. I will reprise. I am offended that you would try to get to close range to me. I'm gonna go. I need you to make 2 dice plus might as I lash at you to knock you back.
17.
Well, that missed.
I also shout back, "Thank you, my enormous friend."
Okay, that was my
time.
that was my reprisal. Now it's my turn for retribution. I am even though those creatures were Bush League, I am a Trophy League monster. Okay, so none of you are staggered or exposed, so I can choose one of you to punish. The only one at close range is the Sculler, so I will punish you. I need you. I'm gonna. That was too easy, and I'm sick of just sticking you. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and eat your face. I need you to make a roll of 2 dice plus finesse.
If he needs his face.
0. -1.
You will take 10 points of damage. So go ahead and raise your damage meter by 10. It was 0, so it's now 10.
Yep.
And now make a roll of 2 dice plus guts, which I think is only 2 for you.
Well, that's blow another guts.
Okay, your damage meter is zeroed out. The monster picks you up in its mouth and nom 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 nom.
In fact, all these risks aren't paying off for you.
This fight is really chaotic.
Yes, for those of you playing along at home, Theta picked a mod that makes all of their dice explode. Notice the other characters are not as wacky crazy. So
It'll pay off. Don't you worry. It'll pay off.
All right, there. That was the monster's retribution. It's time for the player's turn. Who would like to do something?
And he was like, takes a swig from one. Was like, well, this guy's got some. I just got interesting. Die, you think? And he just like pops a grenade. Like, psst,
All right, bring it. So roll your attack move, and then we'll see what happens. You have an 11.
Yeah.
What do you do to me?
Oh, what do I do? Score a weak hit on a group of targets. This was one target, so I guess he just hits them for 5 points of damage.
Right. Notice you're much better with AoEs than you are with single target.
Mhm.
All right, I take a 5-point hit. You are too far away to attack for my retribution, for my reprisals. So I'm done.
All right.
Who wants to go next?
As some mist comes off of this, the sun glistens off of Zeka, and I will volleyball spike my dire mouse into the target.
Whee! I choose you. All right, you have an 8.
I have an 8. And that is taking into account both my negative and the glory. I can just straight roll.
All right. So
that will be 1 point of damage, and until your next turn, all your friends take +1 forward to reprisals and retribution.
All right. So remind people that when they're attacked by the monster, they get +1.
Yeah.
Okay. And which token is yours? There we go. What is this? I have an Umo thing on my. What is that? Okay. I think I have some legacy thing. All right. But since you have rolled low, you had to go ahead and you had to get a running start to throw this at him. I'm moving you from ranged to exposed. Exposed is like ranged, except when I attack, I get bonuses against exposed thing.
Hell yeah! No, like I ran up, I threw the mouse in the air, I jumped, I spiked it. It was a whole thing. Like 80s music played in the background. It was beautiful.
All right. So speaking of 80s music, who's left? Is that all 4 of you?
Having gone, I get to go.
Go. What do you want to do, Griffin? You got
to shoot it. Yeah.
All right.
Hey, that's an 8. I can go ahead and move into close and score a weak hit. 3 damage.
All right.
Pop.
Move into close and score a weak hit. I will take 3 points of damage.
But is there reprisal?
Yes, you did move into close. I'm gonna go ahead and spit that sticky glob at you. I need 2 dice plus that.
And +1.
Oh boy.
And with another +1 because your wrangler here is keeping it at bay.
Evens up to 0 because I'm fat. So there we go. 12. I'm doing pretty good.
You dodge.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's all of you.
No.
As the monster.
No, I think Alice and I both still have to go, right?
Who hasn't gone yet?
No, I haven't. Alice isn't saying anything, so I'll go.
I thought you moved up and attacked.
No. That was last round.
Oh. Okay. Well, what do you want to do?
I'll attack it.
All right. Sounds good to me.
That is a miss, but is double, so it activates both of my powers.
All right, explain your powers for us.
I have supporting strike. When I roll doubles on an attack, you rally yourself and your friends, reduce all friendly meters by 1. But
reduce all of your meters by 1.
But I also have rallying strike. When you roll doubles on an attack, you rally yourself and your friends. You and all your friends reduce all meters by 3.
Okay, so all of you reduce all your meters by 4.
Yo, very good.
No damage, sticky 1.
And then the monster hunts your face because you rolled nothing.
Mm-hmm.
I've
got guts left.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and hit you for free for 5 points instead of hitting you for lots of. So take damage 5, which you actually have to soak because you're chaotic.
Yep. Entirely possible for me to fail.
You are the strangest support character I've ever seen.
I eat up my last guts.
Well, no, it's 4 plus 1 is 5.
-4 because I rolled a 1.
Oh, because you rolled a 1.
This is why I add all the text at the bottom.
Oh.
I've got it, guys. Don't you worry. The Knight of Myopia is here.
gosh, the Knight of Myopia has no idea what he's doing. He's a fool. Look out.
All right. Well, as a monster, I can attack everyone at close range or the one who's exposed. I have decided to attack everyone who's at close range.
Can I use prime target for this?
I've decided to only attack Don.
Poor dog.
Don, I want no, Don, I just want to eat your face. 2 dice plus finesse. As I
7.
bite at your face.
An actual 7.
That is a weak hit. Take 3 points of damage. I believe your damage meter is empty, so it's damage 3. Can you pass one of these rolls? Don't forget, you might get
7
an
again.
outfit. You have an outfit, don't you?
Yeah, but all it gives me is slots, pockets, whatever.
Oh, okay.
It's
That's
the
right, 'cause
adventurer's outfit. All it gives you is pockets.
It's the starting. It's not. You didn't. The 2 starting outfits are assault. And it's okay. Yeah. Okay. So you pass. You successfully pass.
No
Okay,
one shall
that
be
was-
harmed this day. Not
that was
while
my
Don Chronic is on the
retribution.
field.
It's time for attack.
Oh boy.
One more time. Open your mouth.
Whoever you're going
buddy.
after, +1.
One more. Like you chose the
Oh.
wrong person to try to eat.
Oh,
Good
it's
thing
us
it was-
attacking.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh,
Go ahead.
yeah. 13.
And doubles if anything weird happens on that.
Yeah. Score a strong hit on a group of targets. So strong is it's it's 7.
7?
Seven.
Okay.
Mhm.
All right. Wow, that is a severe hit. Goosh. But see, once again, you're throwing like lots and lots of bombs, which would, lots of tiny bombs that would hit lots of, or Molotovs that would hit lots of things. There's only one monster.
Mhm.
Okay. Well, you can see my hit point bar has gone way down. Who else? Can someone finish this thing off?
I could try.
Show us how to do it. Roll 2 dice and add your glory.
If you don't pull it off, I'll go next.
But I get +1 forward on that, don't I? So that would be a 12.
If you're talking about from my pet, that was only on
That's only on defense. It's on
On
reprisal. not attack.
Okay. Well, that 11, that's still a 10 to 12. So a
Yep.
weak hit, and what? All friends get +1 forward on the single target of my choice. You know who it is.
Before you go any further, is your weak damage 3 or better?
Well, my command move, my attack move command. On
You
a 10 to
inflicted
12.
You inflicted weak damage on the critter. How much is your weak damage?
Oh, I'm sorry, 3.
All right. I only have 3 hit points. I'm dead. The fight's over.
Oh, goody.
You also give everyone an awesome buff just in time to watch. Ah! So you throw the quoit at it. By the way, you notice your quoit is a metal ring and comes with little handles. It's like a dinner bell. So you just throw that and it makes a bong noise as it hits the creature. It rears up its tentacles. Several of them strike Don. To no effect.
Victorious.
Don, you're purple now.
that was fun. And I will start just walking around picking up stuff and putting it in pockets.
Chibo will cheer. Hooray! Thank you so much. You've saved my victory garden.
I have a question about that.
Yes.
Have we saved the victory garden? Because
Well,
I'm
there are
going to
monsters.
get stuff from what we dealt with.
Well, yeah, you threw a bunch of bombs at it and blew a bunch of stuff.
I'm just talking about me trampling it if I go into grab
Oh, and
stuff.
also the Molotovs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Not to mention stuff. It's like, well, you defeated the monster and it didn't destroy my house or get into my secret stash. Oh, wait, did I say that out loud? Now I must kill him. No.
No, we'll just take our reward and go.
Okay. So thank you so much. I would like to repay. I don't have much to repay you. I can go ahead and give you 3 durians.
Thank you.
Each one is there are enormous fruits with spiky stuff on them. Each one takes up 1 bag space.
Guys, I got this.
All right, so you're going to throw them all into your pockets for right now.
So, I will put
Perfect.
the 3 durians in the saddlebags.
Okay?
And do we get anything from the monsters?
You do. From the 3 lesser monsters, you'll go ahead and get 3 bunches of grapes.
Okay.
Write down. Okay, and actually, I forgot. The durians are the durians are gourmet ingredient, which is their quality level.
Yep.
The 3 bunches of grapes, quality, and they're gonna have better explanation of the quality in the final one. We're from Bush League monsters, so they're Bush League quality.
Yep.
And the trophy monster will go ahead and yield its what's a good part of it? A trophy, PISTILL. 1 trophy pistol.
Oh yeah, that's like the top of a flower or something, isn't it?
It is. Na.
Hey, very nice.
And you can also, if you want, you can also take the trophy head, which isn't an ingredient; it's a bragging right.
Or glory.
Yeah.
Once again,
I mean,
you
I
got
like brag.
21. You have 21 bag spaces on this guy alone, so I assume you grab everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah, that's like 8
currently
so
using
far.
up 8 of 21.
Okay, now you have at least 3 choices. Chibo here is thankful for your hospitality and also invites you to dinner. If you stay with dinner, she will feed anyone who needs to be fed, but I'm going to move the clock forward 1 tick mark.
What's the benefit of that?
If we
we'll
used up a meal, we get another one.
I will. I will put a gourmet meal in everyone's stomach again. I think the only one who used it up was Don.
I didn't use the gourmet meal.
No, I did.
Oh, you did.
Yeah.
Well, do you want to stop so 1 person can eat?
No.
Okay.
I need to go. Sorry.
No, we're full right now, which is why we're hunting for more food.
I can also offer you hospitality to stay the night. If you do that, I will go ahead and recharge your guts meter to 3, but I'll move the clock forward 3 ticks.
I believe that we should enjoy this young lady's hospitality. It would be entirely rude, and it is not the manners of a Myopian man to ignore your young woman's requests.
So
But
are you going?
All fine?
Yes, all of us. We say looking over at you, being completely demolished.
I mean,
None of us took any injuries during this fight.
No, like it's the same thing. Everyone else has a guts of 3.
Right. I mean, if you look back at me, I'm already back to you all, kissing her hand and getting ready for a long night.
What's the third option? Because
The third option is move towards your goal. I will, and I won't advance the meter at all.
Yeah.
I think we move. That's my vote.
I think I agree.
I agree.
I
I'm
think
playing
you're.
Nobles, I'm always right.
Yeah, Don, I think you're outvoted.
Maybe she can give you a place to stay when we come back.
Oh yes, I have an open grave dug right here.
What?
Well, you
Oh,
never
wow.
know.
Man, digging to plant your plants and digging graves isn't really so different, is it?
Not really. It's just a little bit deeper,
Um,
and you don't use the good dirt.
I look at her like, I'm not very comfortable with this conversation. I'm sorry. I just gotta go over there and just keep on moving. If you don't mind me, I'm gonna go now. Yay!
So
I'll
I
come back for
suppose
more advice
everyone-
later.
I suppose poor Don limps away looking very sad. Is that right?
Of course not.
He's always
Fuck up.
happy.
It's not a Myopian man's responsibility to put the well-being of his own person before others' desires.
Congratulations, though. You did get out of this fight with your shields and not on them. So all of you get +1 glory point.
Hey,
Yay!
we're so cool right now.
Okay, so armed with this knowledge, you go to investigate the vineyard. Indeed, as Lula described it, the vineyard does indeed have the giant paw print tracks that match what you've heard of the Rafang. You think you could possibly go either track it into the wilderness, or perhaps you could somehow bait it into returning by waiting here and digging some traps and going ahead and waiting for it. If you wait here, I'll advance the clock and have stuff happen, or you could go looking for it, which requires you to wander off into the woods, and all of you are going to have to make 2d6 plus fat roll.
So
I say we stay here. It's better. It's smarter to lure it to our place.
Don't
You know,
forget, I gave you bonuses to carry forward.
Yeah.
that is right. We have bonuses to track it right now, and the "it's not alone" bonus, which might still apply for those.
Tracking it would be roving, but I believe none of you have a specific roving.
Correct.
I think we track it. I have +2 fat, so
It might not also come back here. We could sit here waiting forever.
Okay,
Then I
That's
think
what
we
we
are majority
track.
in agreement then.
you decide to follow the tracks. Everyone make a roll of 2d6 plus fat.
All right.
And do we get the bonus for the vineyard?
You each of you can use those once for one character. So after you roll, you can decide if you want to spend it.
Got it.
Right.
That makes sense.
I will not opt to personally take the forwards, so that other people can use them and keep themselves from dying.
I have a 9, so
I roll an 8. I'm doing okay.
I'll
Okay.
roll and then I'll see what's up.
And let me ask, whoever gets a 10 or better, you are fine. You wander through the wilderness and nothing happens to you.
I think I want to take the vineyard roll to bring it up to a 7.
Since you had previously looked through the vineyard, yeah, you decided to bring it up to a 7.
Yep.
Okay. Who has a 7 or better?
I will digest my meal.
I have better than 7.
Okay, Don
And I'm
digests
7.
his meal.
I will also digest it for 10.
Okay, if you have a 10 or better, you're fine. Who's got a 7 through 9?
I have a 7 through 9.
I have
Okay.
a 7 through 9.
yeah.
Those of you who rolled 7 through 9 unfortunately lag behind a little bit, but nothing untoward happens to you, so you slow the party down. So I'm going to advance the clock by 1 tick for everyone who rolled a 7. If anyone rolls 6 or less, something bad will happen to you.
That's why I used the vineyard bonus.
Right.
Narrowly avoiding it. Wonderful.
Yeah, once again, the major goal of this game is to it's got that Monster Hunter vibe of every time you screw around,
You find
it
out.
costs.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're making a lot of economical decisions as we go.
Okay. Hey Don, I can't help notice you're limping there. Are you all right?
Oh, it's nothing a good night's rest won't solve.
So night falls and the fireflies come out. They have all sorts of different colors. They come in very different flavors.
Oh, we follow Fireflies?
I choose strawberry.
I love Monster Hunter. We gotta follow the.
Oh, as
Strawberry's
everyone
good choice.
knows, fireflies, of course. I guess we call these nonpareil flies or whatever. That these sort of jelly flies, of course, have a jelly bean queen. Because of course there would be one of those. And there might be one nearby and be worth hunting. Do you want to take a side quest where I'll advance the clock by 1 tick and we'll make some rolls to try and go find that? Or do we stick to the main quest? You got so many slices left on your clock. What are you worried about?
You know what? I agree with that sentiment.
Yes.
What's the worst that could possibly happen?
It's
None
our-
of us will get injured.
It's our job to find glory and treasure. That's what we're out here for.
So I'm going to advance, just because you're merely thinking of it, I'm going to go ahead and advance the clock by 1 tick. What skills do you have, or stats do you have useful in finding jelly beans? I think some of you actually have a lot of mind, don't you? But you
I
could
do.
also, and I will give you this, if you want to go ahead and follow your gut because you're trying to find a creature made out of candy, I would let a tracker roll 2d6 plus their fat.
Hey, I'd like to help the big elephant do that because they're enormous.
What does an elephant know about smelling things?
I'm a big trunk.
What? How long
Well,
have you had that?
you see, my nose
Nose.
is this.
All right.
It's
Follow
not
your
just an arm.
nose. Take a
So go ahead.
+1.
Make a roll and you get +1 from Griffin, who helps you.
Come on. 12.
You can do it.
13.
Okay. Wow, that's a 12. Almost a 13.
No, it is a 13 with
With the
no.
bonus.
I think he,
the bonus.
That-
Yes.
I put the bonus in.
Or put the bonus in
Oh.
because he only has a
I'll
fat
put the
stat of
bonus in.
+2. Almost a
Yeah.
13, but a 10 or better is enough. So as everyone knows, that of course these glowing little jelly bean creatures, of course, live in a giant day-glow hive that of course glows with different mystical colors. You could enter the hive and engage the creature directly, or try to find some way to force the giant queen out of its protective sac, or do something I haven't thought of. As you sit there staring at it from across you're in the woods, and you can see over there the giant hive construct glowing with different colors. The smell of sweet, sticky candy exciting to you.
Is the wood around here dry? And can we get a lot of it?
you're thinking what I'm thinking.
What,
Yeah.
setting a
Um,
forest fire and burning people out of house and home?
Well, we just need to
No,
get a
no.
little bit of smoke going.
This
all.
is the
Yeah.
edge of someone's farm, you remember.
No,
Uh,
we're
you
in
want-
deeper.
You want to use some smoke. If you burn one of your if you spend one of your answers to a question earlier, I'll just give it to you and say yes, it is exactly the right place for smoking.
Let's do that.
Before
Let's do
we
it.
confirm that, I have a question.
Okay.
In this world, does durian have the same qualities that it does in the real world?
Oh hell yeah.
Could we use a durian to
To lure it
weaken
out?
them as part of the fire?
You could attempt to hastily craft a lure, because crafting is a thing in the game. You could spend one of your durians to go ahead and craft a lure to lure it out. Is that what you want to do?
Because we could lure out the big one.
Right.
And
You
then
specifically
smoke
want
the
to lure
rest.
the trophy creature out. You could
Yeah.
do that. I will have to advance the clock by 1 if you want to craft while you're in the field.
Would the rewards we would get from such a creature be worth burning a durian for?
It's at least trophy quality.
So it will be better, actually, I think. Yeah.
The durian is only a gourmet ingredient.
Yeah.
It's not a trophy ingredient.
As you all wish, I think.
And we have
And-
3.
Only trophies advance your brigade rank.
So what role is it to craft?
Let's see. Crafting this? Well, usually it can you want to make a lure, so I'm guessing this would be mine, because it would be something that's smart. It's not like a physical trap which would use might.
And we got 2 Smarties here.
We do.
I can mix that up. Somebody else me. Just grab it and start giving instructions
you.
like grab this and then
Okay, I will advance us by 1 tick mark, and I will need you to go ahead and roll. You need a 10 or better, and you have a lure, no questions asked.
So this is my role for help.
I'll have you know that I am randomly smart.
You make a chaos roll.
No,
Yeah.
I'm just putting it out there.
Okay.
14. With if that 6 helps, then a 14.
Wow, that is the world's best lure, isn't it?
Mhm.
Okay. So
Looking good. Man, I just want to get closer to it for some reason.
wow, you'll manage to make a well. Yeah, in fact, you have to stop Don from. It's so delicious.
I'm so small that I don't actually try to stop. I just trip them. Like,
I mean, I literally just
Okay.
digested a meal. I'm not so floating through the air on the scent fumes.
All right, so evidently, looking a lot like the alien queen, because I ran the picture. Yeah, this like giant. So the hive itself is going to have to lurch, and yours is a 13 quality, so you're going to lure the queen out without any of her warrior attendants. So yeah, this giant spindly creature with ropey arms, not unlike lead-filled licorice, and a big, giant, glowing abdomen that cycles through various rainbow colors, pulls itself out of the papery hide with a sticky noise,
Okay.
and
Did we do
descends
both?
upon you. descends upon your lure.
Did we do both? Did we do the smoke and the on the lure,
Just
or
the
just the
one.
lure? Just the lure.
You do-
Okay.
yeah, you have to do the lure because the smoke would so you didn't spend your question. Because if you did the smoke, it wouldn't go towards the lure.
Okay.
Plus, also, you just want the jelly bean queen. You don't want the warriors too, right?
Yeah.
Yep, exactly.
Because
It's
all
an
right.
easier fight.
It appears and attacks the lure. It is exposed. Who wants to have at this monster first?
I climbed
I
it.
can-
I climbed a cliff and like from the
I
above
love
one
it.
of the trees. I just drop a bomb on top of it.
All right, you throw a bomb at it. Go ahead and roll to hit.
While that's rolling, am I still sticky 1?
No.
Oh, you guys have cleaned up.
Okay, cool.
So now we're plus
If
2
you would
because
like-
we have that.
A plus forward on that roll, I could go first and then give all my buddies a bonus to hitting.
Okay,
Probably
that's a good
let,
thing.
the mater go first because the mater's support.
Okay, go ahead.
All right, so I'm going to use my attack move of command.
Right. Ding, 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 ding. Tinner's on. Bonk.
That's a 10. On
Oh,
10 to
God.
12, I give it a weak hit, and all friends get +1 forward versus single target of my choice.
Which is this one. Okay. How much is your weak damage?
The weak damage is 3.
All right. Since I am exposed, I have no reprisals. Congratulations. Get 1 free round to wail on me.
Okay, so here's my attack. That's another 10.
Okay.
Nice.
So how much damage is that?
That's a weak hit on a group of targets. It's only 1 target, so it's a
Is it 3?
total it'll be a 5.
Oh, you're weak hit to 5?
Yeah, because I have demolition, so every time I make an
Oh,
attack,
right. You have a damage
Yeah.
buff. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So so you throw a bunch of bombs at it. Okay. Anybody else want at this?
I'll be last just because mine affects reprisal and
Well,
retribution.
so that's Griffin and Don.
I'll go next. I shoot it.
Okay. Regular shot?
With regular shot for a 5. Wow, that's genuinely terrible. I miss.
All right. Well, I get no reprisal.
I close distance and attack.
No, I'm trying to enjoy my breadfruit.
That's a 4.
Love you
You-
guys so much.
Chaos, man. All right, cool.
Okay.
Seeing that,
so is that all of you?
I grab my dire mouse. I
Oh.
spin in a circle, and I chuck it at this thing's face.
All right. Roll.
11.
Um,
So that will be a strong hit for 3 points of damage.
Ow. Okay.
And until the next turn, all of my friends get +2 forward on reprisals and retribution.
Good, because I'm about to go ahead and do my retribution. Okay. So, the jelly bean, the jelly bean queen is annoyed by all of this and sprays all of you with pheromones.
That's retribution. Did I just take it all on myself?
Um,
Prime target.
Poor punching bag.
No, because it hits all of you. This actually doesn't roll to hit. All of you are getting. All of you have a meter now of drunk 5,
Ooh.
which you would roll. And you resist drunk with, of course, 2d6 plus lard.
Ooh.
I don't need to roll.
Hey, I made it.
And you get a bonus to this because the guy already attacked.
And that was a +1, correct?
+2.
Yeah.
If it's mine.
Okay. I'm rolling +4 for this. I am a big bird. I don't care about it.
I have large 3. I'm rolling 2 dice.
Okay.
I
So
pass 5.
it's praise all of you and like, oh yeah, that's the stuff. That's the royal jelly. I believe all of you. Did all of you resist, or did Raphael not resist?
I didn't rush this. No, I got a 4.
Alice didn't resist either. Don didn't really.
Hey.
Yeah, I did.
Well, Don did actually.
Well,
Say why you
you
say I
have-
didn't?
okay. You have two choices, Raphael. You can either become drunk
Mhm.
and wander around in stupor where I randomly decide what you do, or you can pop a guts point, not care.
Oh, I'm drunk.
Okay, so you're drunk. So Raphael is like, wee, oh my god, colors. My hands can touch anything but themselves.
This is so cool. This is a good decision. The best decision we ever made.
You know
Top of the
what?
round then.
I'm not down for this. We're on a mission. I understand there's times to get drunk. All right, I'm here
Okay.
for it.
However,
I'm gonna rally.
Well, is Alice drunk or no?
I'm going to spend a guts point.
Okay, so you're going to spend a guts point, and don't forget also you can digest your meal, which gives you a +2 to any roll, including a meter roll.
Mhm.
But you can also just pop when a meter blows and a bad thing happens, you can pop a guts point and not have that happen.
Mhm.
By the way, when a meter pops, you zero it out.
Okay.
Yep.
So you're if it didn't pop, you still have a drunk meter.
Yeah.
Okay, it's player's turn. Who wants to go?
I'm
will
going to go up, and I'm gonna hug my drunk friend.
Okay,
Hopefully.
I don't know where his figure is, so
Do. Go ahead, make
what
your roll.
does the
I go-
14 get you?
Cool. I only get one choice. If I got more than one, that would be that would be cool. In that case, I am going to choose a friend to rebuff any and all effects of their choice.
Okay, so you're no longer drunk.
So I just walk up and I squeeze the drunk out of you.
There you go. That works in real life too, by the way.
Yep.
I need to breathe.
And I let you go. Sorry about that. You looked like you needed a hug.
Okay, who's next?
My turn. Simple. I activate my phosphate meter.
Okay, shake, shake, shake.
Hey, cool. It doesn't explode on me because it's only 3 points, but I will have +2 forward on my next attack.
All right.
I'm going
And so you're just sitting there shaking and charging it up. Okay.
Yeah,
Who else
I'm
goes?
just shaking. Nothing bad's gonna happen.
Does anybody have any meters they need to reduce or effects they need to be rebuffed?
You all have like drunk 5.
Yeah,
Yeah,
everyone
a
has
whole
drunk.
bunch of
I
people
the
have
meter.
drunk 5.
The only one who doesn't have drunk 5 is the guy who just got squeezed.
Well, also Alice doesn't because she busted with the guts.
Yeah.
Right.
All right. So I'm going to try my rally move
All right.
from recovery. That's a 7. I get to choose one. Choose friend, reduce 1 meter by 3. So who needs it? Looks like Griffin does. Anybody else?
Everybody.
Everybody.
Yep.
Well, then let's take care of our tank.
Yep.
You're
Done.
right.
Take 3 points off your meter.
All right.
The guy who has 0 guts point. All right. Who else
Yep.
wants to go?
Well, since
Rally's-
I recovered,
Yeah, Rally's done what you're telling you. You can act.
I can attack again.
Sure. You attack at range, right?
Yeah, that's a
All right.
7. So I think that's another weak hit.
Is
Yep.
that a weak
you
hit,
go.
weak hit
Yeah.
versus single enemy?
Yep. So 5 points of damage.
Okay, 5 points of damage. But that was a weak hit. So I'm going to go ahead and spit at you. This automatically hits. You take 1 point of damage.
Okay.
Okay, who's next? And you, oh, sorry, damage 1, but I don't think that can blow for you because you don't have enough damage.
Mm-mm.
All right.
All right. Time for me to test my luck. No whammies.
Gonna attack me?
Yep. That's a fail. That is a 4 that I've rolled.
That's a. What is with you?
Hey, it's swingy. It's swingy. It goes back and it goes forth.
Wow, that's below a 7. I'm going to raise my arms and bring them down on your face. You take 5 points of damage. So
No
add that
avoiding?
damage
All right.
Yeah. This is unavoidable because I'm the queen.
I can take that. It's fine. 15.
You're fine. Okay. Who else wants to do something?
That's everybody, isn't it?
That's everybody. All right. It's time for me. Let's see. Well, some of you still have intoxication meters, and I hate you. So I will go ahead and what was it? 3 last time?
It was 5
Hey,
last time.
time.
That's
It was
5.
5.
That's what I thought. Because drunk is pretty harmless. Okay. I'm just gonna go ahead and breathe more pheromones on all of you. Everyone add 5 to your drunk meters and roll to see if they blow. If your drunk meter was zeroed out, you only have 5. It's 2
I'm
dice.
fine.
And it's plus what? Large?
It
Okay.
was plus large.
Large,
Yeah.
no extra floating bonuses right now, right?
I don't think you have +2 to retributions right now.
Gotcha. Hey, I'm fine. I'm used to this. I'm just shaking the can.
You're a very large party.
Oh, one gut.
If you have more kobolds or lappies in their party, you'd be in a lot more trouble. Nobody blew?
I did, but I used guts.
Okay. Oh, don't forget you can also digest your meal for a bonus to this.
No, I can't.
Oh, then you spend a guts. Zero out your meter and pop the guts.
Yep.
Okay. I breathe pheromones. Once I get some of you drunk, I do worse things.
I figured that was the case.
Okay. And I'm no longer exposed, so I can. Okay. That's it. That's all I do. It's good guy's turn. Heroes.
Hey, Crawford, would you like to give us all that bonus to attack so I can add my 2 attacks together?
Yes, I will try.
Thank
All
you.
right. Throw another quoit at my head.
Damn.
Wow. Is that a 5?
Mm-hmm.
That's a 5. But is that meal digestion a +1 or +2 backwards?
2 backwards,
Plus
yeah.
2 back. You just
I'm gonna
digested it.
digest
Plus
my
2.
meal.
All right,
All
so
right.
that brings it up to 7. What do you do?
I'm going to do a +1 forward versus a single target of my choice for all my friends.
Thank you.
Okay. I believe Popgun was going next.
That's right. I have +5. I rolled 16.
Holy
I'm going to choose to score a grand hit and then move in close.
Okay.
A grand hit does 11 damage.
I think it kills me instantly.
I've been building this up for about 30 seconds now. I wonder what'll happen when I finally let it explode.
Right.
Oh, that's what. There's nothing left.
So for those of you playing along at home, notice the carbonator. You can shake the weapon, build the meter up, and then shoot for more damage the longer you take to do this. So yeah.
Fortunately, I didn't become too drunk to do it.
Congratulations. You have defeated. You will get 1 trophy chitin. Takes up 1 bag space. Once again, I'm not that worried about your bag space.
Yeah.
You're like the first group I've seen where someone just goes, screw it, I got 21 bag spaces.
That was the plan, baby.
Problem solved.
I didn't even know if I would be able to do anything in combat.
No, you're pretty good about that. And of course, each one of these takes up 1 bag space, but you will also get 3 royal jelly beans, which are
Nice.
are gourmet ingredients.
Yeah.
Okay, so you have a couple options here. You could all right, your drunk meters will go away. Your drunk and damage meters will go away. So congratulations. So notice it's the guts damage that's long term.
Right.
Okay. So you could stop and make gruel, and I will advance the counter by 1 tick, and then we'll fill your stomachs with gruel, which is a +1 meal.
Mhm.
Or you could move on to go find your quarry, which doesn't advance the clock at all.
We are on a hunt.
True.
Mm-hmm.
We can always
I
eat
gotta
later.
emphasize, the side note here, one thing to worry about is when you catch the monster, it might flee. The big game monsters that you're after sometimes flee, means you have to find them multiple times.
Don't worry, everybody. I have a plan for that.
Oh, did you take the specific can't get away move?
The phosphate mater comes with one.
Right. Okay, good. So you right. So you may have known it. Yeah, I'm glad you saw that. So sometimes creatures run away. Some of you have specific moves to prevent it from getting.
So
Mm.
if you can prevent it from getting away, once we find it, do we need to worry about the meter? If we can stop it from getting away.
If you don't roll like ass.
Yep, assuming it doesn't eat 3 of you in the meanwhile, we should get away just fine.
Okay.
So do you want to do the one tick and refill your bellies, or do you want to move on?
How many people could eat?
Everybody.
One tick, and all of you who can eat do eat.
Because I know that I need it.
You
But
have
who
to have
else
an empty
needs it?
stomach. You have to have an empty stomach to eat. Who's got an empty
Alice
stomach?
could use some food, but
Mine's empty. I know the Hughes is empty.
If we're at minimum 4 of 5, I think it might be smart to eat.
All right, let's go ahead and eat and get our bonus. This is great.
Okay. Everyone who eats gruel, which is a digest for +1 back in
Sounds
your
good.
stomach. Everyone, and once again, for those of you who are watching this as a tutorial, there is an option to have multiple stomach spaces. None of you have it.
Mhm.
You're just I hit the wrong thing.
Yep.
It's okay.
Oh, it actually reset the clock all the way back there. Oops.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
It was a prosperous meal.
We had to
There we
stop
go.
at Arby's for this. In the middle of the woods.
Okay.
Sorry about that. That's the weather. And, we heard the thunder.
By the way, was
Okay.
there any glory for this fight?
Oh yeah.
Why, thank you for reminding me. Since you also defeated a trophy creature, everyone gets +1 glory.
Amazing.
Eventually, this will maybe negate my ones.
Also, don't forget you can spend a glory point to take +3 back to any roll in the game.
No.
Yep. So as we move into the final boss, feel free to just go ahead and do that to annihilate it. That's what it's for.
You wander back into the wilderness, feeling actually pretty good since you had pheromones breathed on you. All of you were still contact high.
I'm just walking.
Yep.
Yep.
Not to mention you got that dirt and leaf. You I think need a bath because first of all you hugged a drunk friend who I guess
As I'm walking, I'm doing that because the way that my people take baths is typically not with water. We use dust, dirt, mud.
Right, you're specifically a red elephant, so right, and they're red because they So you're just covered in mud and leaves and crap.
As I'm walking, I'll reach and grab stuff with my trunk and just throw it on myself.
Makes the hugs a little less appetizing now.
You see behind him. He's sitting you doing like.
As you wander, the jungle trees get taller and more gnarled. Tarzan comes by, followed by Phil Collins music.
You got a friend in me. Copyright strike.
Oh, that's
Wrong
not
song.
Phil Collins.
That wasn't the Tarzan soundtrack at all. You'll be in my heart.
Yes, your Disney lore is embarrassing.
Yeah.
I prefer Quest for Camelot if we're talking animated music.
Seconded. So the trees get taller in the deep darkness. You can find the paw stains as you wander into the deep, darkening wood. And you suddenly a cloud of insects and birds erupts from the trees as there is a deep roar deep within the woods of some sort of mad and primal creature. So you think you found the quarry here in the deep woods. You could go attack it, which you just right now, no questions asked, or you could try to craft something such as a trap or a lure, which will advance the clock.
It isn't alone, everybody.
Good enough.
And we do have time on the clock.
Unless
You
it
have
escapes.
4 tick marks left. If that clock fills up, the creature will escape.
100%.
Yeah, if you four more tick marks and it's gone.
So so if someone can stop it from escaping, I think that's what we go with. But I think this one's on you to make the call.
We should
Then
go
I
for
guess
it.
I will be on top of anti-escape duty.
I need to clarify here. What we mean by stopping it from escaping is the creature can just flee the combat, which not only ends the combat but puts a tick mark on the counter. And if that fills it up, we're done. So in other words, if this clock fills up and you never encounter it, you lose.
100%.
All right. So
You know
do you want
what?
to go? Oh, go ahead. So
We do still have two forwards.
You still have those. You haven't spent those yet. You still have those
Mm-hmm.
clues about the creature.
I think we should use them. I wish. Let's use the isn't alone one. Right.
You could make a trap for it. You could find a lure for it. You could do something I haven't thought of. What do you want to do?
Well, the isn't alone. Is it that it travels in packs, or does it have like children? Like has
You think it? Your knowledge is it's not. It's probably traveling with children, smaller version. Bush tier creature.
So if we can imitate the call of the children, that could lure it in.
You could attempt to craft a Rafang call.
I say go for it.
Now that is the sort of thing that it has to come from the soul. So I would suggest that would be 2d6 plus heart.
I'll do that.
Which means the Smarties are the worst choice for it.
All right, 2d6 plus heart, and so go ahead and roll.
I have a question before we roll it.
Yes.
Will this be a one-time use thing, or will this be if we used something to make this? Could we get something from it afterwards?
You can always resell crafting stuff, the stuff that you crafted later. It's usually not top tier stuff. There's 5 tiers of goods in the game. Stuff you make in the field's always tier 1.
So what if we used that trophy head to
if you want to use the trophy head, I'll give you a tier 2 call. But I would also present to you that you probably don't want to do that because this is a beginning level monster, and you basically be burning the reward. I mean, you get a bonus, but it might not be worth the reward.
Okay.
Plus, also,
I just wanted to check.
This is powered by the apocalypse, so I would leave that for the bargaining. Roll first and spend it at the bargain. That's usually how they like to.
So go ahead and take the forwards on this and make it happen.
So how much forward?
We have 3 different forwards you could use right now. The fear effect, where we know what its call is.
I should specify. I said they were forwards, but they're actually carry. You could roll and then see how it comes out, and then decide about it.
Okay.
I used Lula's Vineyard.
Yeah, we only have it isn't alone and fear effect left.
Okay. Well, you have a 10, so that's good enough to make it.
Perfect.
So you just need a 10 or better to go ahead and make it. So So you've gone ahead and made the call, and that's you want to call it out into a vulnerable area. If you also wanted to trap that area, I put another tick mark on the calendar.
Really running out of time, guys.
Yeah.
All right, so you just want to lure it out. So in other words, some of you get an ambush, and you'll go ahead and play the lure.
Yep.
All right. So as you do, you're sitting there in the darkness, sitting there, going. Making the most pathetic mewling noises with this little wooden thing. When, of course, there'll be stomping noises coming from the woods. But the weird part is it's moving stealthily, which is why those stomping noises aren't as loud as they could be. Because when the creature, a large feline head surrounded by a bristly mane, breaks from the woods, you discover that the creature is at least 5 stories tall at the shoulder.
Oh boy.
Quick, if we all stand on each other's shoulders, we'll be half as tall as it.
How tall am I in comparison?
So it's about 40 feet tall and you're about 9.
Okay, cool.
I'm gonna go ahead and use one. How do I clear there we go. This is gonna break the Yep. All right, we're good.
That's all right.
Well,
Breaking it is meant for.
It's going to
meant
wander out, but since you successfully lured it out, it's going to start exposed and will be denied retributions the first round.
Well, we know the order of operations. Bonuses
Okay.
first.
So it
Bonuses
wanders
first.
into the foreground and tilts its head and it looks around curiously, going, "This sounds like one of my. I was pretty sure I only had 3 kids."
If he actually says that, I was like, wait.
It's, it's the kind of expression it has on its face. But you've lured it out in the open. I believe you're going to go ahead and have at it. Who wants to have at it first?
I shall.
Alice.
I have that +1/4 for all my friends move. The command, so let's try that.
All right. So suddenly, ring that dinner bell.
Clang, clang. What do we got?
So we have 3 glory. All right.
Nice.
All friends get +1 forward versus a single target of my choice. I'm picking that one.
All right. And do you inflict damage?
No, not on a 7. Oh, on a 10. On a 10, I do. Okay. Weak hit of 3.
You'll hit me for 3 points of damage?
It dies, right?
No. In fact, I believe you can see the hit point bar now.
Not yet.
You would have to
No, I
make
do.
it special unit.
Oh yeah.
Oh, how do I make you see the hit point bar?
You also have to go to the little dots next to the
I got
hit
it.
point
Don't
bar.
worry about it. I got it.
There you go. There you go. Now they're visible.
Okay, sorry. I thought you could see the hit point bars this whole time. My bad.
I could. The stream
okay.
could.
Okay, the screen could. So, all right. So, yes. So,
Nice.
now
weak hit.
attack! And you throw your little, Xena-style chakram ring in it. It goes bong and hits it on the side of the face. Who's next? And you get +1.
Get him.
I'll do the thing that I need to do, which is I'm going to go ahead and activate my phosphate meter.
All right.
Versus 3, I'm perfectly fine. Everything's working as needed. I
All
shoot
right.
a carbolic flare. It does weak damage and prevents escape.
All right, so how much?
3 damage.
All right. I can't do any reprisals. So,
Yep.
Who's next?
I'll go.
Yeah.
Grenade time.
All right. You throw your grenades.
11.
Oh,
So
good result.
That is a that's a weak hit on a group of targets. That is 5 points.
5 points on me. Okay.
All right. In that case, I will do my usual move. This time it will be backwards, kind of like a shot put, or like the big heavy kegs that get thrown over bars.
Whee! And then I threw a mouse at it.
Yep.
So once again, for those of you playing along home, they roll, and then there's a chart in the book that says if you roll this number, you can choose this result.
I think that should be +4. Remember, you have the +1 from Alice.
Yeah, you should have a 9.
Yes. Yeah,
But
so it's a 9.
I think they're the same tier, though. So what can you get?
I'm gonna not take any of the other rolls only because I want to see if we can boost things to a 13.
Yeah.
So that will be 3 points of damage, +2 forward to reprisals and retribution for all of my friends.
Right, because you can choose a lesser result if you want to. That is in the book. So, all right.
No, there's no point.
Then I think I think we got Griffin and Don are still up, right?
I shot my flare.
Or you shot. So Don, you're still up.
I was just discussing with Griffin the chat. I think you use Carbonic Flare when it tries to escape. Because
right,
the way it
but
reads,
I can only take actions on my turn.
No, because you can react.
Yeah, no, that's a reaction. When it goes, you can just make the roll.
Because the inflation meter also has stuff like when you take damage, you can also hurt somebody back.
Okay, in that case, I will take +2 forward on my next attack and save the flare for the reaction.
Okay.
He can take 3 HP back too if he wants.
Yeah, we should also clarify that whether it was a reaction in the book. That's
Very
PvPA
important.
tends to be very loosey goosey, so we need to clarify that.
Yeah, so we just took the safest approach. So
All
now
right,
we have
Don,
that.
you're up.
Well, because it's also a pretty scary thing is that it could keep trying to escape, and you have to keep stopping it.
Yeah.
What's the bonuses right now?
+1 to attack.
Is it just +1? Okay, I thought somebody else
+1
had done
to
something.
attack and +2.
Yeah, but Yeah, you have your glory. And
Yeah, no, I meant
whichever-
other people's things.
plus
yeah,
one.
so far it's +1 to attack and +2 to retribution.
All right, so I have an 11 plus 3, so 14. I inflict a strong hit on the target, which is 7 damage. Plus,
Okay.
I rolled doubles, so everybody can reduce 4 from all meters.
Okay, which I don't think anyone has any meters yet.
Well, one of you has a phosphate meter, which can be reduced.
I
Yeah.
do. And
And-
how much did you say reduce it by?
4.
Four.
And
hey, it's
I
back down to 0.
also
Wonderful.
add +3 to all for future reprisals until my next turn. For me only, though. Which I guess it means 5 now.
Okay.
Mhm.
Well, I can't do any reprisals because I was staggered. So I believe that's all the heroes.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay, which means it is time for All right, so I become unstaggered. That's free. Okay, and I guess it's time to stomp your tank into the dirt.
I mean, not really a tank.
Well, you automatically swap with other people when they get attacked.
I'm like a
Punching
rubber.
bag.
I'm like a rubber balloon.
Okay. Well, I'm going to go ahead and raise my paws and bring them down on your face. This is going to be 2d6 plus might from Dawn.
7.
And you do get a +2.
On reprisals or retributions?
This is
Both.
retribution.
Retributions. Okay. So 9.
This is my attack. My attack is a retribution.
Yeah, you get it on both.
Would making it a 10 be better? Right? So
Making it a 10 would be better.
I'll use my rule to make it a 10.
Okay. With a 10, I miss you.
Nice. Finally.
Okay, so it rears up, stomps. That's it. That's the end of my turn. But I now am capable of reprisals. You get a bonus, but I'm capable of reprisals. Your turn. Who wants to go first? I believe your mater usually goes first
Mhm.
I shall go first.
Okay, yeah.
because he gives attack bonuses.
Yes. This is using my my command move. Three, so we got an 8. That's a 7 to 9, so all my friends get +1 forward, but I don't do any damage.
Okay. I am so mad that I glare at you with my hate-filled eyes and roar at you. You have a new meter, fear, and it has 5 points in it. So
That's everybody?
no, that's only Alice.
Hmm.
Alice, I need you to roll 2d6 and add your heart.
You could also use the forward for your effect as well. Remember that's there as well. You already knew that you could do that.
This actually isn't. This isn't a reprisal roll. This isn't a roll to
Ah.
avoid something. This is I can. One of my powers is I can just point at you and say, "You 5 points of fear meter," because I hate you.
Which
Oh,
What
okay.
did you say again for the resist roll?
2d6 plus heart.
Oh, yay.
Yeah, I was about to say you're not that scary. Can you not fail this? All right, you're fine. You just have 5 points of fear. All right, who else wants some?
I want to make sure that my effect keeps up. So my mouse is gonna run back, jump, and bounce off my belly and cannonball into this thing.
Cannonball! Just like we trained. You were sitting there training a mouse to jump off your gut?
Yeah.
What you got for me?
I got an 11.
Okay.
I believe is 5. Okay, yeah. So that is 3 points of damage, and again, I just rebuff the +2.
Okay, it's +2 reprisal. Okay, you're at range. My range attack is fear. And you have an 11 or better, which is that was what, a weak hit?
Nope, strong hit.
Strong hit? Okay, I'm going to I roar at you. You suffer 3 points of fear automatically. It's 2d6 plus heart to resist. If you have a heart +1, you automatically resist. You can't fail it.
You know what? That would be really good if I did.
Okay, 2d6 plus heart. Fear 3. As I roar at you.
You're
I'm
fine,
good.
I think.
It doesn't blow. You just have a fear 3 meter until it blows. All right.
Yeah.
Notice once again that it's a PBTA game. I, as the MC, don't do any rolling. You guys do rolling, but it's designed to be a little easier on me where we inflict bad effects on you, and you guys can see it building up.
Yep.
Mhm.
So
We're complicated, and you got the simple stuff.
Yeah,
Exactly.
It's all on you guys. So, speaking of complicated, who wants to do something?
I love being
wanna-
complicated. Would you like to go
Okay.
first, Lessons?
Yeah, I like to throw a bomb. Can I now digest my meal to get it only defensively or offensively as well?
It's the bonus to back to your last roll.
So
make a
anytime
roll
you
and-
roll, you say I don't like it, you can add +1.
Yeah,
Oh,
you can
wait.
just say I digest my meal and get +1 to that roll.
Well, no, actually, because so it's substituted the gourmet meal. Basically, you can only
No,
have
so
one.
you have a gourmet meal, it's +2.
Yeah.
Okay, you still have the gourmet. Yeah.
So you're one of the ones who never finished off that meal. Good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And once again, you saw by accomplishing quests, we gave you extra special rewards and that
Yeah.
stuff. So yeah, you could after you make a roll, digest that for +2 back to your last roll, which could push it to a higher tier.
Yeah.
And you can do that at any roll in the game.
Mm.
Right. So for example, if you wanted to raise that from a 9 to a 10, now would be the time to digest your meal because 10 is a higher tier than 9.
Yeah, but I
You
don't
could
think
also take one of the forwards we have remaining.
You still have some forwards. We have one forward remaining because you did some lore on it. So wait, we learned that he dodges to the left. Or
Yeah,
we
no,
knew
but-
it was scary.
Yeah, it doesn't do more. I want to push it to a grand damage, but no. So I have to
Well,
roll high.
what you could do is you could push it to get a +1 bonus because you spend one of the lore, and then you can burn a glory point for a +3.
I had to get a 13 or better.
That would get you to 13.
That would, because it give you
Mhm.
+1 plus another 3, it would get you a 13. You'd burn 2 things.
Yeah. Let me see. Do I have? No.
Question is if it's worth it.
No. I know. A grand hit will be 16 or better. So no, I'm not gonna point.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you just
Yeah. So it's 5 points of damage.
all right. Well, 5 points of damage doesn't see that.
Yeah.
Okay. That does all right. So it takes it. So you throw another bomb at me. I am mad at you at range. You suffer 3 points of fear, and that's a
Okay.
2d6 plus heart to resist.
Ooh.
I think our last person is Don. I don't think Don's acted.
Griffin hasn't gone yet either.
Oh,
Active.
Griffin hasn't
Yeah,
done yet
I
either.
gave it up to
no.
Lessons.
2d6.
Yeah,
2d6
just waiting for you to roll
minus
hard.
1. It's 1.
Oh. You got a slightly higher than average chance of failing. There you go.
You're fine.
You're
Yeah.
fine.
Make a note. You have fear 3.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm done shaking up. I got lots of bonuses. I'm gonna do it.
Excuse me?
Bang! 17. I move in too
Ow.
close and score a grand hit for 11.
Wow.
You power wash it.
Yeah, there's a nice picture of that in the book too. So you just run forward and boosh and shoot it in the side. It staggers, falls over, and makes an anguished cry. It is a pathetic anguished cry. But it is a
A call to
actually
action.
that's a grand hit. That's I can't I have no I can only respond to weak and strong. I can't respond to grand. That's a
Wonderful.
hit.
There we go. All right, so now I'm in close. And that's all of us then, isn't
No,
it?
I still have to go.
There you go. Go ahead and whack it.
Alright, I make an attack.
All right.
Well, that's 1 plus 3, 4. Come at me, bro.
That's a 4.
The
Yep.
gift that keeps on giving.
Man, am I sick of your crap. Let's see. I think you get a +2 to this. I'm gonna go ahead and smash you into the ground. That's 2d6 plus might plus another 2 because
My pet.
you have a reprisal bonus, but yeah, you're fine.
Yeah, so 15.
Yeah, you're fine. Okay, well, somebody just ran forward and sprayed me in the face. That was fun.
Hi.
And also, I'm pretty sure I only had the 3 kids. So, well, I'm gonna leave.
No, you're not. So this
Alright.
is the reaction time like we talked about.
Right. So, what does the text say?
When a target tries to escape, take a quick shot with it with a tiny flare. This prevents escape and inflicts a weed hit. All I have to do is roll my phosphate meter and see if I go flat.
All right. So, raise your phosphate meter and then see if it blows.
And I'm good.
Okay.
So weak
Uh,
hit for 3 damage. And it doesn't leave.
And I take 3 points of damage. Okay, I'm going to move back to range. Well, that annoys me, and that's only a weak hit. So, Griffin, I want you to take 5 points of fear.
Oh, no. Well, I will now have 5 points of fear.
Oh,
Bam, there we go.
did you have fear before this?
Nope, none at all.
All right,
And now
5
I'm rolling.
points of fear, 2d6 plus heart.
All right. I'm fine.
Okay. So it tries to run away. You go, no, get it! It's getting away! That's the end of my turn. Rise of your guys' turn.
All right.
Yep.
Who has any meters that might need reducing?
Yeah. So I think your mater goes first.
If nobody has any meters to reduce, I can do my command roll to try and
Several of us have fear.
Yeah.
What is your phosphate meter currently at?
3, because it was reduced to 0 when I used it last.
Okay, so that doesn't need to be reduced yet, correct?
Not technically.
Okay.
Next time I use it, it'll go up to 50-50, but yeah, that'll probably be fine.
Got it. Okay.
I'm going to try
Alright.
the command then.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Because mater does give people like attack bonuses, so it's almost always worth it.
Mm-hmm.
Right. If you look at the like, none of you took butcher, because butcher is the most basic class, which is just damage. Butchers just do damage. Everyone else has traded some damage for something else. The mixologist has traded it for area effects. The mater has traded it for a combat bonus.
I've traded it for defense
I'm
bonus.
digesting my meal of gruel to bring that to a 6.
Okay. Does that
Oh,
solve
wait,
your
that still misses, so I'll keep the meal. I'm sorry.
All right. Well, I'm not off balance. I can reprise that, and one of my powers is fear. So I'm just going to go ahead and add 5 points of fear to Alice's fear meter. So Alice, your meter goes up. You must now resist it with 2 dice plus heart. As I roar at you, I am, as you like, and then it looks at you and is like, oh, they did not like that. Okay, you're Frosty.
Hope so.
Okay,
I have
who's next?
10 fear in my track here.
Yep.
Okay, I'm going to throw another bomb.
I'm gonna before that I want to get Griffin's fear down.
Okay.
Okay.
So I will go up and I will attempt to give you a big ol' hug to inspire you.
There we go. Everyone has both a rally move and an attack move. Rally move does not bother the monster, so you can do a rally move and try to help them. So go ahead and roll that
I might digest my meal.
to make it a 10.
My meal would only make it a 9, so there's no point.
Right. Okay. So what'd you get?
I'm going to reduce your fear meter by 3.
All right. Your fear goes down to 2.
Thank you. I feel as great as I do money now.
that is accurate.
Okay. Who's next?
I'm going to go attack. We don't have the +1 from Alice, so we're just going to do 2d6
Because
plus
Alice
3.
missed.
His retributions when we're not up close.
Okay,
some
My
creatures-
attack doesn't help much with.
Some creatures had ranged retributions, like the plants. This one is just I have a fear meter.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a 10. That's a hit.
Yeah, that's okay. Now I'm going to use my meal, so it brings up to 12.
12.
So that's it's a strong hit for 6.
For 6 points. Okay.
Mhm.
Are we looking? Oh, we're getting close.
We're almost
Ow.
there.
Let's see. And that was a strong hit. Okay.
Mhm.
I am mad at you for hitting me for a strong hit. I will glare at you and use my fear to cause 3 points of fear on you. So raise your fear meter by 3. What does that raise it to?
6.
All right. Roll 2d6 plus heart. You must roll 6 or better.
D6 minus 1. Ooh, nope. I am
Are
terrible.
afraid. You may no longer attack. And you also count as staggered for purposes of my future. Where's your figure? Did I lose your figure? There you go. My bad. Okay, yeah. So you are sorry. So clear the fear meter. You are now afraid. You can't attack and are staggered. On my turn, when my attacks come up, I'm going to prioritize you.
Ooh.
Of course, Don has something to say about it.
Am I the last
Don,
one?
mind if I go first?
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm still here. I'm just gonna straight up shoot it.
All right.
Hey, I already have a 13 before doing anything else. So you know what that means. I'm doing a grand hit for 11 and going in close, just guns blazing. Because I'm crazy.
Well, the grand hit for 11 is just going to kill me.
Yes.
Okay. So you'll run up there and kill it. Okay. And it turns out that I am a trophy tier creature. I am a great tier creature. One tier above
Ooh.
that.
Very nice.
So you'll get one great trophy, which is, of course, my teeth.
I have a question. When we
Yes.
defeat these monsters, are we supposed to be making a harvesting check or something?
I don't think there's any harvesting checks on these.
Well, I was just looking at the harvester.
Yeah.
When you roll doubles on attack roll, recover roll, you get a +2 forward on carving rolls at the end of the fight.
Oh, yeah, I think the carving rolls still have to be put in here.
Okay.
So in the
And
future, it'll matter a lot, and we're going to ruin it and get nothing.
And I think they may actually just upgrade that to +1 trophy reprisals. I know there's a lot of notes here about stuff that they're putting in. Like I'm going through notes. A lot of this is going to be cleaned up to run faster for the game. But
Nice little
there
rhyme.
definitely needs to be one more editing pass that was on this. Once again, thanks everybody for backing the Kickstarter, because there were a lot of people who were involved with this, and but there was some missing time. I took some time out to consult on this, but a lot of people are working on this, and I'm pretty excited they're going to get this into a place that's pretty close to done. So also, when you kill it, you'll also get 5 great meats, which I think is funny because you guys have no problem with bags.
Right. Have we even filled up the 21 initial bag space in your bags
Yeah.
alone?
No, we're at 17.
Or 17? Okay.
17, and then there's like an extra 12 hanging around after that. Minimum.
Yeah. So I think that's another thing too, is there needs to be a lot more bag space, because there needs to be a lot more attempts to forage. There's going in the final version, there's going to be like they're going to clean up these notes. There's going to be a lot more opportunities to waste time.
Right, and I think importantly, like as we progress, we're going to pick up outfits that don't have pockets, whereas the early ones encourage you to just pick up everything you can so you advance.
Yeah, if you know the later armored ones that give you bonuses don't. Yeah, you can lose pockets very quickly.
I'm sorry, I ain't never losing a single pocket.
Yep. So yeah, so you've gone ahead and looted. Congratulations, you have defeated a great tier monster. You harvest it for a bunch of stuff. There would be rolls to harvest it for more things, but we need to edit those into a good place. I know there's a lot of recipe notes that they have in here that haven't been finished yet, so we're hoping to finish that soon. That's going to give folks some time to work on it. But that is the basic gist of the play. You've gone ahead and defeated the monster. You go home and congratulations. You are now a 1-star brigade.
Wow.
Woo! You must now give your brigade a name.
Chaos Cookers?
The punching bag.
The punching
He's our
bag.
mascot.
How about the gastronomouts?
Oh, that's hilarious. I like it.
What?
Doesn't really roll off the tongue, I don't feel.
No.
The
I mean,
gastronauts.
It's smart,
Gas-
but
the
hard to
gastronaut.
pronounce.
My,
really
vote,
go
my
ahead.
vote is your friends.
Hello, it's your friends, the friendly restaurant.
I've never
Make your
met.
mascot Big Boy.
I've never met your.
He's the
hunter
man.
from the future.
It's more for like if people need to approach us and ask for stuff, they're going to speak with their friends.
But what if we
Hey,
don't
you're
like
my
them?
friend. You can lend me $20, right? So yeah, and I also want to say one of my favorite lines from Futurama about Theta is, "Your face could take a lot of punishment." That's good to know.
That's what I'm here for.
We were skirting the line there.
Well, I love that. I'll take chaos, and then it's like, yeah, there's a lot more die rolling in this, so chaotic is a little more deadly. So yeah, so you get that, you get 1 star. So as you can see here, a lot of this was designed to where, I mean, if I want to, talk about what fascinates me is, um, I like the idea of risk versus reward. The idea that you can burn time on side quests, but you might miss out on your quarry at the end of it, and it's bringing back that old school feel of logistics, like do we want to rest and heal and make up? And do we want to do extra prep work to deal with something at the expense of running out of time?
Yeah, having a big long clock, I think, put us all in the mindset of economy here. We
Yeah.
have a
Mhm.
limited resource of this time, and we wanted to spend it as best as we could. I think
Yeah.
it worked.
And I like the silly nature of it a little bit because I think it lets us concentrate on the goofy nature. There's
yeah.
a lot more lore in the book, and I noticed that the draft that you have is missing a lot of the um, there's a
Backstory.
lot more graphical assets to add. Like they've gone ahead and
Mhm.
fleshed out the locations. I loaded up one of the pictures here. We really went ahead and put some more effort into putting a lot more nice artwork in it. It's designed to be kind of light. It's designed to be a little less because you roll and then see what it channels you to. Then you roll and see what comes up and then pick that. So it's supposed to be a little bit faster. Notice we got through like 3 big fights and side pieces. Um, pretty quickly.
Yeah.
And
I mean, it's also because the way the fights is, it's not you, but a bunch of people and everybody's doing things. So the GM has to decide this guy does this, just you against one monster. So
It's also very nice that it means that the economy automatically is balanced between both sides because the monsters constantly reprise when you do things to it.
right, it's like the legendary actions in D&D 5. It's designed
Yeah.
that,
Mhm.
and also like lower level monsters like bush tier and varmint tier monsters don't get reprisals.
Mhm.
Only bigger monsters do. And some of them, like you saw with this last monster design, that I don't have to do a lot of bookkeeping. I just point at you, and it's like it's mad at you. And then
I
you
also
notice. Oh, go ahead.
I also like the fact that you have these, meters. Could be get a little complicated for a beginner GM. On the players are the ones who are supposed to keep track on that. But
Right.
it's like if you compare to other power, that power is like, well, the player did a miss, so I guess figure it out what what you want to do to them. Here is very specific. The monster can do this and this. So the soft and hard moves, which is called, are well written, at least in my experience with other Power of the Apocalypse games,
Yeah.
are like, okay,
Yeah.
you can make a hard move. It's like, well, what should I don't know, just do something, and depending if you have an amateur GM and we're like, well, I don't know what to do. And more experienced GM can quickly come up with stuff, but this is more, somewhere beginners like, oh yeah, do this. Like,
Yeah,
okay,
being
retaliation.
specific is really good for
Yeah,
this
I mean,
rule set.
It's not that you can't do those things. I always want to warn. We're not prescriptive about it. It's not that you
Yeah, I know.
can't do those things, but it's also like you
It
just
is
said,
built in.
if you put a lot of like onus on the GM, where it's
Mhm.
like, no, you be creative while everyone's staring at
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
And yeah. So go ahead.
My biggest thing was, I will be completely honest, I tried to make a useless character. Like, even before looking at the book, I went, cool, I'm going to go with the pet class, and I'm going to pick clearly the most physically dominant one that's not going to use the stuff for the pet class.
One of the goals with the game was that we wanted everything to be important. Like I was saying, like we want you to be able to minimax. Like I think the mixologist was pretty powerful, and I think Don's like got a lot of meta in they just got a lot of meta in their build, which makes them a little more intimidating. But the fact that Theta can't roll to save their life, literally, makes
Well,
it hilarious.
The thing
Well,
that
like-
would have happened is that I was writing stuff down, but I would take a shadowed mod and I would take a ranged weapon so that I would roll extra dice. Everything I had written down, like getting the ungainly mod, extra dice, extra dice, extra dice. And then I also have exploding dice, and then the things that I do are based on me rolling doubles and helping everybody. So the more dice I roll, the more chances of doubles. It's less about me actually doing a thing and me just rolling doubles constantly.
Which I saw that you were doing. But what I do like about the game is you can see, because of the meter rule, and you have to roll to avoid blowing up meters, that the chaos means your meters are a lot more volatile than other types of builds.
Yeah.
It's true, because like my build, I was trying to see if a bad build would still be good, and it was. Like,
Yeah,
my build
I mean-
was not combat designed, my build was not support designed, my build was designed for carrying capacity. That was it.
Well, and there are role playing opportunities. Like I know we didn't get a lot into that, but you'll see there's a lot of lore in the book. And like I asked if anyone took any of the social skills or any of that sort of thing, and I guess Arcloid had nobility, which is part of that. There's options for that kind of thing, but once again, we wanted to show off the mechanics. I know some people were asking about this. Currently, the game is in Kickstarter. So there's a lot more that they really want to finish on this, and I know some folks they want to get some more artwork in there. There's some more people said they would write for it, but it's your support that makes that possible, so they can go ahead and finish it. The game is already, it's playable, so it's already pretty close to done. There's a bit of polish. I've been advising on it, so I think if we reach one of the stretch goals, we'll be able to get this in brick and mortar stores. I think it's all very approachable because it's got a cutesy type setting, and that's pretty much it. All the show off. I mean, I think we showed the whole thing off, and
I think it's also a very good entry point for people who are young as well.
Yeah,
because it's not dramatic, it's not blood flying everywhere. Like, so if for like kid, like a lot of games, like with kids, you have to adjust them. Super wouldn't.
Like, we went overboard with my stuff, but like you could just as easily say, like, yeah, you just sprayed it with a whole bunch of soda and now it's on the ground. There you go.
Well, you harvested meat from it. I don't know what that is.
Well, no, because like it's still not like that's going to come across in stuff that they watch. People have to get food.
It's not
like a gruesome.
Yeah, it's not graphically
it can be used educational.
It's not the orc army came over the hill and savaged everybody in the village.
Exactly. Yes. Exactly.
It's somebody's monster got out and is eating my garden.
100%. Like with the gun with the shaking it up. That's something that like clicks where someone's like, "Wait, I'm gonna shake this up. I'm gonna shoot you. Give me a second."
The carbonators are some of my favorites. I love the idea of shaking up a gun and then spraying folks. The graphic designers, I think, did a really nice job. I think Huda is the graphic lead on this, and they it just looks so charming, and so I'm excited. And also, like I said, old school gaming used to be a lot of the logistics of getting to a place and marking stuff off. And I'm glad we could bring that to the table in a way that isn't, it brings the feel of it without necessarily all the logistics and boring of it, which tends to turn people off.
Not making it Pathfinder.
Well, I think a lot of this stuff disappeared in modern games. Like we were talking about the Rich Berlew joke from 2005. Rich Berlew was making jokes that wilderness encounters were a waste of everyone's time.
Wilderness encounters are great.
The idea of whether you would sacrifice some of your time to go do it for specific rewards, and also the fact we could make it short, like we didn't have to do this for 2 hours. So no, I want to thank everyone for helping us. Once again, it's tinyurl.com/GNGRPG, which is here in the stream. We'll be editing this video and posting it so folks can see how it plays. Once again, it's only going to get better from here. We've got more artists we want to add to the project. They've asked me if I would do a couple things, because I don't have enough to do, and a couple things. I want to thank everybody for helping us out with this, and hopefully this gives you a better feel of what it is that we're promising. So, like I said, lots of lore, lots of details. There were like how many kin types? There's at least 12 in the book.
Yeah,
there's a lot of them. It's good.
Yeah. So you'll find something to make you happy. If you want to be a human or a bird person or a kobold or an elephant. We've got elephants. I don't know why you pick anything else other than that.
You know what? I'm just happy that I got to improve mouse and elephant relations. Which has been scientifically proven that elephant are scared of mice.
And if you like the kind of relations we have here, this is the twitch.tv/Ractus channel where we stream stuff like Pathfinder, Ironclaw. We still doing Greyhawk? Is Greyhawk still a thing?
Hell yeah.
Yep,
Sundays,
still
yeah.
going.
Greyhawk on Sundays. Yeah, lots of and other weird games when we get time. So thanks everybody for playing, and thanks for watching.
Catch you
Yeah.
next time, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Look out for
Next
unique
time.
awards.